Hello! What do you mean suspended, ya goblin? What happened? But hello. How's it going, guys? Hello, everybody. Yes, oh my god, the objection emotes. While you were gone, I got clapped by Twitch? For what? What happened? What did you do? Oh no. Hi everyone. How's everyone doing today? We're back with Ace Attorney. We're on the last case because we never finished before I left. As a reminder of what happened so far in the series. So all the cases are connected to this smuggling ring and this great thief who turns out to be the little Kay Faraday's father, but then he was framed and then everything and then he died, and then now Kay claims that she's the great thief, but then there's also the perpetrator of all the smuggling ring, all the murders have not been caught yet. No, wait, yeah, because she ran away. She got away. The lady that killed her dad. Anyways, that's what happened. I was working on a base for model and Twitch didn't like that it didn't have... Oh no. Yeah, Twitch does hate VTubers. That's crazy. Damn. Can't even work on art. Can't even show hips anymore. Yeah. Hips are too scary for them, I guess. Spend half a day installing some shelves? You spent half a day to install one shelf or several shelves? 2 whole shelves! Me for real. I just give models leotards now. Damn, I gotta be careful of what I draw on stream now. Alright, I think I'm ready to start. There will be a point that Twitch won't like the Rowlet streams. Oh god, they're gonna sexualize Rowlet? Mercy, please, Twitch. Alright, let's continue. Episode 5, it's the last case. We're gonna find out how it all ends. Probably tomorrow though, because I don't know if I'm gonna finish this today. Oh. 2 cards. He's already so dramatic. One of the black raven and one of the white raven. Oh, I mean Wednesday, sorry. A country torn in 2. One to the west and one to the east. When those which were split are made whole again, the truth will reveal itself. What's happening? Someone started a fire! Edgeworth? It's the Yatugrasu! Oh no, it's the thief! Is this in the past or is this currently? Oh, it's current! He's wearing the ugly suit. Wait, no, his suit is always that color. You accursed Yatugrasu K. It's K! She did it! No way. No, I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I don't believe it! Oh no. Please be careful. I'd hate for you to get in trouble over some stupid bullshit. Yeah, I'll be careful. No worries. Bro, look at the way he's sitting. Across the leg. He's so dainty. So demure. She would never. Not my girl. She would never. It's so nice, almost dreamlike to finally have the chance to relax and sip some tea. Especially after what a whirlwind the past few days have been. Oh, he finally got some rest. Thank God. Okay, thank you for going over everything. It's like he knew I was gonna be gone for a month. On my return flight, I was dragged into a case involving an Interpol agent's murder. The next day, I investigated a kidnapping and a murder at the Gay Waterland theme park. And later that night, a detective's dead body welcomed me back to my office. And along with the thief who was out to pilfer files related to a case from 10 years ago. How did I manage to find myself in the middle of so many cases back to back? Well, at least I have today. All I ask is that I be allowed to spend it quietly. The hour-long flight. Oh, there, right. Ah! This is big! Big, I tell you! How'd you get in here, Kay? How'd you get past security? Hey, what's wrong with you? Where's your enthusiasm? And suddenly, the phrase, the fragility of dreams comes to... God, he's so dramatic. Because you can't mind your own business. That's actually true. What are you talking about, fragile dreams? Come on, let's go! The fake Yatagrasu isn't going to go just find yourself, you know? Yeah, there's a fake great thief going around committing crimes and framing the real thief, whatever. Well, if you must know, it's possible that I was paid a visit last night by your fake. Say what? Huh? Unfortunately for us, the thief managed to escape. But even now, we're still looking for this criminal. However, I must warn you that we've only had a few hours to search so far. So I must insist that you be patient on this one, Kay? What's with you today? Are you sure you aren't sleep-talking to me right now? Anyways, I've got something much more important that I want you to see. Wait, what is she talking about? What are they both talking about? Oh, and that is... She's got a gun. Oh. Take a look at this. On March 14th, I'll be there to steal your dirtiest secret. That's quite a bold declaration to send to an embassy. I suppose it was inevitable that a newspaper would catch wind of this. The date the card mentions is today. Today, huh? Come on, we've gotta hurry. The embassy awaits. I suppose it is quite an urgent matter. However, do you know which country's embassy we should be investigating? Well, it's some really special country, and I'm actually really fuzzy on the details. But never mind that, where's all your energy? Why are you so lackadaisical today? Girl, she hasn't slept in over 48 hours. I'm not, Kay, you're just too wound up. Well, then you should get... You should also get wound up too. Because this just might be our chance to catch that woman. That bitch. You mean Miss You? The woman who killed Kate's father, Bern Faraday, 7 years ago. Yeah, this girl. Callisto Yu. She claimed to be the great thief, and then disappeared from the courtroom. She makes me so mad, the phony, the imposter. Everyone knows that the real Yatagarasu would never send something like a calling card, cause that's cringe. Joker Persona 5, did you hear that? Until a company's underhanded dealings are made public. The target is always totally unaware that the Yatagarasu had paid them a visit. Then she tried to pin it. Oh, that's right, they tried to frame Gumshoe! We'll never forgive her for that. That's what makes the real Yatagarasu so awesome. The Yatagrasu's card that's shown in this article. It looks to me as though it could be genuine. See? That's the thing. Whoever it is, that person isn't a real deal, but has knowledge of the Yatagrasu. If this isn't a clue that that woman's involved, then nothing is. Come on, Mr. Edgeworth. Out of the door you go. Wait, there are a few preparations I must make before we go. There's something interesting about this card we found last night here in my office. It's of the different color and which makes me wonder what. What's up? Any reason why you're boring a hole through this newspaper with your eyes? No reason at all. Very well. Seeing as how Ms. Yu is also someone of a special nature to me, I agree there's some merit to be found in investigating this. I knew you'd come around. And there they go. Theater Neutralis. By the light of this night's glorious moon, we are ready. Oh my god, it's the Steel Samurai Show! Ready to embark on our nightly outing. And this is where our tale begins. Oh, I thought someone got shot. Wait, they went to see the show? What a coincidence. Who would have thought that a Steel Samurai stage show would ever be held at such an elegant theater inside a foreign embassy? I bet he knew this was happening, and so he was like, yeah, let's go. Absolutely. Yeah, the climax was really awesome. Steel Samurai Sushi Slash. I got chills down my spine when he pulled that move out. I suppose it really is more impactful to watch a show in person than on television. I have to say though, this embassy is set up kind of funny. I mean, they have two countries sharing the same building. That's probably important. Well, as you said yourself, this place and the countries it houses are very special. Even the theater is special in that it is a neutral zone shared by the two countries. So let me get this straight. The Steel Samurai show just now is being sponsored by one of the two countries. The one that's called the Kingdom of Alabast, right? Yes, it would appear that the Steel Samurai is very popular in that country as well. Seems that way, but you know who I'm really into? The Jammin' Ninja. Oh, the rival show. The Republic of Babel is sponsoring Jammin' Ninja stage show. That's something for fangirls like me. Totally gotta see that too, Mr. Edgeworth. The Jammin' Ninja show is gonna kick the Steel Samurai show near his rear end. Okay, you're gonna offend him by saying this. You know, ever since I first met this girl, I've always had this inkling. Splatoon mentioned! That what she really wants to be is not a thief, but rather a ninja. Murder's gonna happen for real, yeah. So anyways, about today's event, what is it called again? Wait! The opening scene of the building on fire, it's the embassy! And they're gonna blame her for that, probably. The Kingdom of Alabast versus the Republic of Babel Goodwill Jubilee. The small European countries of the Kingdom of Alabast and the Republic of Babel. These two countries used to be a single entity that was abundant with nature, and it was called the Principality of Codopia. Is everything alright, Mr. Edgeworth? Yes, I'm alright. Moving on. Wait, have we heard the word Codopia before? After a period of civil unrest, the country split in two, though signs of their past remain. For example, their flags preserve the flower and butterfly motifs to this day. She might be a terrorist, but she's a noble terrorist. She would never. Codopia, huh? Oh, see? I knew it was familiar. The KG-8. Okay, yeah, the KG-8 incidents happened at the Codopian embassy, in which an embassy staff member was murdered. Is that also connected to a smuggling ring, right? Both these cases were related to the Principality of Codopia. In the 7 years that have passed, the country may have split into two. Oh, okay. Okay, so Codopia no longer exists because the country split. However, the Yatagras is still sent a calling card here. What could it all mean? Do you think her dad picked another person to be the successor and not her? Mr. Edgeworth, I know you're thinking about something. Oh, excuse me. What were we talking about again? Could you please stop spacing out? Anyway, we were talking about the Alabast versus Babel Goodwill Jubilee. The two countries have had a pretty bad relationship, but supposedly they've been trying really hard to make up. That's why they decided to hold this event. If that's the case, then why the verses? You don't know. You clearly, Edward. You of all people should understand the relationship between two friendly rivals. With you and Phoenix, right? Also, both countries claim to own the real Prima Duck statue, a national treasure. They're planning to have them publicly evaluated today to see which one's the real deal. Friendly. I wonder if we'll see the one final DL6 isn't mentioned in this case. If they talk about his dad, it'll 100% be mentioned. Okay, need I remind you to take care and not succumb to your thieving desires? Well, when it comes to treasure, I can't help myself. You know that. What are you, Paimon? Ugh, she had better be saying that in jest. Hey, I can read your body language, you know, and you've got it all wrong. Look, I'm here to do some investigating. Investigating, I tell you. But they're friendly, all right. Historians stated that they were very good friends. Yeah, they were brothers. I know, and although we don't know if the Yachigrasu will really make an appearance, I suppose we should still spend some time examining this place. Ooh, okay, we can walk around. Let's talk to this guy. This is the perfect angle. Go, my image, travel across the wave world and into every TV set around the globe. Oh, it's because he's on TV. Oh yeah, they're filming. Okay, yeah, they're filming. Okay. Why does he only have... Why is he wearing only one glove? Edgy ass man? What, you trying to be edgy? Trying to be cool? There are pamphlets about the two embassies here on this table. Historians will claim that they're just affectionate cousins. They're best of friends that grew up together. And then later on they lived together forever until they all both died in each other's arms. What great friends. There are pamphlets about the two embassies here. Oh, this is how the embassy is split. So the theater is in a separate building that's connected to the other two buildings. And this is such a weird floor plan. The country split into a few years back and they've shared the building and its grounds 50-50 ever since. Oh, I guess it's because they don't have the money to build two separate ones, huh? I should think that's not the reason why. Okay, I suppose I'll just help myself to one of these. Okay, we're gonna have to use this as evidence. Oh, where's all the hubbub? Hey, look! It's the Steel Samurai! Oh, and he's got his son! He has a son? The Iron Infant with him! Oh, I'm back. Wait, let me finish talking to these people. Hang on. Edward, you can meet. Oh, okay. They're rambling. Oh, this music's so good. 10 more minutes. No, 5 more minutes. Wasn't it really bad for me to spend time doing this? It's no use. Well, it tells someone just tell me what I should do. You appear to be troubled by something. Might I help? Leave me alone! I'm trying to figure out the right time to talk to that girl over there. Oh, and if I mess up, it'll be because I'm talking to you right now. Oh. Simp. Is that looking Ultraman? It's a parody of the Sun Sun Power Rangers, probably. Is something I can help you with? I was wondering what is beyond these doors. Okay. It's the Alabaster Embassy. Okay, so we can't just waltz into the embassy. And I bet the other way is for the other embassy. Alabas is here and Babal is on the right. Okay. They yap so much. This is the theater. Reporting live from the Theater Neutralis. You can see tonight's audience is full of enthusiasm. I've been off the theater this room. It's too warm now. Well, okay, that was good. Let's do one more run through. Excuse me, but when are you ready to film for real? Would you mind giving me a call? I says that she didn't hear what Edward, he wants to be on TV? He wants to be famous. Oh yeah, a common writer, yeah. Wait, that woman! I think she was in the DL6. Wait, hang on! Isn't this woman from the DL6, isn't it? Or she was in an Ace Attorney game. Where in tarnation are they? Come on, big scoop! Hey mister, out of the way! Yeah, I'm talking to ya! I seem to remember this woman from somewhere, yet my instincts are directing me to not engage. Perhaps it would be best if I left her alone. I think she was a witness in like... Not the DL6 incident per se, but just the other case, the other trial that brought up the DL6 that was related. You know what? It's hard to explain. Just guys, just go play the Ace Attorney games. Oh, let's talk to our idol. May I speak with you for a second? It's the Steel Samurai. Mr. Edgeworth, what are you glaring at him for? Please excuse me, it's just I've never seen a superhero up close before. The Karine Village? I don't remember. It's been so long since I played the first Ace Attorney. Oh! Did he give Edgeworth an autograph? To Mr. Edgeworth, Steel Samurai Daddy, married man of Neo Old Tokyo. Looks like he's written something down for you. To Edgeworth from... Okay, yeah, I already read that. Wow, an autograph! Pretty cool that you got one, huh, Mr. Edgeworth? He's such a nerd. Why is this evidence? Oh god. He's gonna be involved. Just a friendly reminder in case everyone's not heard it yet. You're all amazing. Thank you so much, HP. You're amazing. He's gonna show this off to Phoenix right later. He's like, haha, look at what I got. Ambassador Alba is waiting for you, Mr. Steel Samurai. Ooh. And now the Steel Samurai will proceed to enter the Kingdom of Alabas to shake the hands of the ambassador. The Steel Samurai isn't only here for the two country tonight, but rather can be thought of as a goodwill ambassador from our own country as well. There he goes, off to spread goodwill to the world. It really does seem like a goodwill ambassador, doesn't he? Okay, we're shooting the next segment now. Cue camera. In just a few seconds, the Jammin' Ninja stage show is set to begin. After the show, the Jammin' Ninja will enter the Republic of Babel. He is set to meet with the Ambassador of Babel at that time. Ah, the Jammin' Ninja show is about to start. We gotta get back to our seats. Regrettably, I don't really have much of an interest in ninjas. Well, this show will change your mind. Come on, we have to hurry. The fuck is this? If we we miss even a second of the Jammin' Ninja's awesome playing, I'll never forgive you. I suppose you're not about to give me much of a choice here, are you, Kay? I could listen to that A Ninja Marked for Death's Lullaby song all day. His appropriate playing and that sad melody really brought a tear to my eye. And his heart-wrenching voice, now that's the Jammin' Ninja's greatest weapon. You just watched a musical? Ah, those pieces of Jammin' Ninja's merchandise over there. I gotta have some. Especially with the hair sticks they're selling exclusively at this show. Exactly like the ones the heroine Princess Missola wears in her hair. Anyway, hold it right there, Mr. Edgeworth. Yes, you're thinking of going home, aren't you? Well, it doesn't seem likely that the Yatagrasu will be making an appearance tonight. Most likely it was simply a prank. No way, I just know the Yatagrasu will show. But I thought you said that the Yatagrasu doesn't send calling cards. Yeah, I did, but I figured from the very beginning that this would wind up being a wild goose chase. The card she sent was a genuine fake calling card. A genuine fake? Well, how can I word this? Yet the Yatagrasu's mark that's on the calling card is exactly the same as my mark. Get it now? No, I don't get it, Kate. What are you talking about? Oh no, somebody died. Got a great problem. We got a problem. Oh, the Yatagrasu has been spotted in Alabas. Huh? Oh my god. Now you being proven wrong, Edgeworth. You hear that, Mr. Edgeworth? Ha, so you finally decided to show yourself, you phony bitch? Hey, what gives? I'm sorry, but I'll need to search you before you may enter. What the? Hey! The Steel Samurai just walked straight on through without one. And if you don't hurry up and let me through, my phone is going to escape. Get her ass. Okay, a country's embassy is considered to be part of the country itself. If you don't go through the proper procedures, Mr. Edgeworth, I'm going to enter through Bao and climb over the wall into Alabas. Hold it! Why would they let her through the other way? You would tell a prosecutor straight out that you intend to illegally enter. Okay, are you listening to me? God, it's so hard being a single dad. Okay, Faraday, and I'm coming through. Yes, and welcome. They don't stop her? Why is she? Why are they letting her through? Someone stop her. Someone. Oh no. Oh, and it's on fire already. Oh no. What is happening? Oh, open air stage. Oh, me after walking 3 steps in Tokyo. God, I relate to this so much, Edward. Just like me. Hey, where are you? Don't tell me you really did find some way over this fence. Ah! Fire! This is too big for us to handle. Looks like the Yatagarasu came to Babel too. Oh, great. Oh, that is a big fire, bro. You accursed Yatagarasu. Okay, you. I better be alright wherever you are. This man has not run ever in his life. Ah! It's him! It's Goat Shoe! Oh man, yells at. I just had a thought. This lady right here, it looks like she's wearing a wig. What are the odds she takes off the wig and it's Callisto Yu? Oh shit, there's a dead body on the ground. I just saw. I told you it wasn't me. Hold it. Oh, this is the most he's ever run in his life. Hey, are you alright? Do I look alright to you? Now can you do something about this woman? Mr. Edgeworth! Detective Gumshoe, what is the meaning of this? Well, sir, it's, this. That's the dude! That's Manny Cochin that killed Callisto Yu's sister or something. And then he got away with it. He took 30 minutes to get there. It wasn't me. I was already dead when I ran in here, hot on the heels of the fake Yatagarasu. Look, I only came in here because I saw a suspicious person at the open air stage. A suspicious person? A long black coat and a hood over their head. I dare you to tell me that's not suspicious. When I saw that person, I immediately thought that they must be the fake Yatagarasu, so I chased after them. And then into here, then lost sight. And I just know that person's the one who did it. What are you so worked up over? There's no reason for you to be this loud. Correct me if I'm wrong, but you're Agent Lang's secretary, Sheena. I believe your name is correct? And if you're making an arrest, I assume you have evidence that it was Kay who committed the crime. And is that also correct? It's a 2-minute walk. You refuse to answer? Oh, never mind, she has a different eye color. She looks different. I don't need to answer. You are merely a prosecutor in this country, meaning you have no investigative authority. Hey pal, just what the heck does what you just said mean? If it happens here, it's under Mr. Edgeworth's jurisdiction, the end. And seeing how this building is sitting on our soil, we can investigate wherever we like. Is that how that works with embassies IRL? If a crime was committed in an inside of an embassy. Unfortunately, detective embassies are different. Yeah, I thought so, right? This office is considered to be part of the Republic of Babel, which means that anything that happens in here defaults to the control of the Babelese government and Babelese law. Haven't committed a crime in one. Excuse me. You want to commit a crime in an embassy? Giving them extraterritorial rights. Extraterrestrial rights? Sir, do you really believe that the truth is out there? You think we're talking about aliens? Basically, our country's law do not apply inside the embassies of another country. That was what agreed to by our respective governments. Our authority to investigate was effectively nullified the second we entered this place. Which means we can do little here in this situation. No way, sir. Please leave this matter in Interpol's hands and go home. God, oh, we're gonna have to see that dude again! The alpha male! Ugh. First of all, a prosecutor doesn't have any rights to do detective work. And that's true. That's also true. Hey, you're not Mr. Edgeworth. Hold it. In that case, allow me to join your investigation. Who the hell is this? Yeah! Ambassador Palladio, I truly appreciate you allowing me to join the investigate. Damn, she's got connections. Our girl has connections. It's really nothing. Manny was my secretariat, so of course I want to help you as much as I can. In fact, it's a blessing that Interpol agents were able to make it so quickly. Immediately with the whip. Francisco. Well, I never imagined that I'd meet you here of all places. This is an embassy, meaning that you have no authority to conduct... Already? What is it? Ambassador Peleno. And you are? I'm Miles Edgeworth, public prosecutor. I ask that you please allow me to investigate this case as Miss Von Karma's assistant. Assistant? Miles? What the heck do you think you're doing? Please, I implore you, Ambassador Peleno. Very well, I'll be counting on the two of you, Miss Von Karma and Mr. Edgeworth. What did you mean by I'll be Miss Von Karma's assistant? I don't exactly have a choice, do I, detective? If I don't become Francisco's assistant, I can't participate in this investigation. I think he just wanted her to shut up. Yeah, probably. There you go again, running at the mouth with that aloof expression on your face. Francisca, please. I don't know what you're planning quite yet, but at least I do know one thing, that you are now my subordinate. Just remember that my whip is always ready to wake you, should you have a brain lapse. Oh, girl, oh my god. Of course, I'll keep that in mind. She really said, if you're stupid, I'm gonna whip you. Damn, I should use that in Splatoon. If you're done playing games, right, let's begin the investigation. Oh, that guy does look suspicious. By the way, detective, I suppose it's a little bit late to be asking, but why are you here? Some people will enjoy that, so please don't threaten us with a good time. Yeah, there's just some people that enjoy it. Yeah. Well, better late than never, I guess, sir. I was placed on guard duty for the Babylonis embassy today. Wow, how convenient. What a coincidence. And why are our police guarding an embassy? Well, on account of the car they got from the Yatagarasu. They called us up and asked for our help, sir. Oh, and because we've been searching for the Yatagarasu these past 7 years. The more or less mutually beneficial arrangement, if you ask me. Except for how mutually unbeneficial this has all turned out to be, I suppose. Looks like you failed to completely perform your guard duty yet again. Oof. Look forward to your next salary negotiation, although it's out of my hands. But sir, if it gets cut anymore, I won't be able to buy even instant noodles. Oh no! Stop putting Gumshoe on guard duty. No, for real. Just on account that his salary can't take it anymore. Oh, he's following us. Alright, where do we start? Okay. Hey, it's another butterfly. I believe it's a symbol of the Republic of Babel. Okay. And the other place, the other side is the flower country. This is Edgeworth's fault, honestly. He'll get to the negative salary soon. Is he not already in negative? Drawing this big on a wall of an embassy definitely conveys a sense of overwhelming patriotism. Well, I've got a lot of patriotism too, sir. The reason I became a cop in the first place was because I wanted to protect our country. Oh no, Gumshoe. You may want to, detective, however, I yet to see the fruits of your desire. You don't have to be so blunt about it, sir. Mr. Edgeworth, there's still something on this display rack, sir. Knives, huh? Although the blades are all that remain of them, unfortunately, there's one missing. I guess the handles all got burned off by the fire. Is that really what happened? Ah, so even the knives fell victim to the fire. Ambassador Paleno, are these knives yours? Why is that bitch manhandling my girl? She's just in the corner. Why, yes, they are. They're a special set of ornamental knives featuring the national symbol of Babel. These butterfly-themed knives, along with Abelist's own set of knives, are comprised of 3 knives each. Oh, you know what? I bet somebody brought a knife from the other side over to confuse us. But I can't believe the Babelese ones have been reduced to this state. Ornamental knives, huh? There's a small release on the tang of this blade. Ambassador, what is the notch here for? Oh, that. It's a feature that these knives wherein you can freely exchange the hand. Somebody did try to probably. Oh, so that we can change how they look to fit the situation, of course. I see. So these knives are constructed so that the handles could be easily removed. Interesting. How curious. Why they got a bald eagle on the shelf? These shelves are lined with American souvenirs and memorabilia. Wow, so American. Oh, it is Mr. Grizz! Splatoon reference. It's really strange, isn't it? I mean, I thought this was the Babelese embassy. So, why are there so many American souvenirs, sir? Wait a second. Isn't the bear holding a fish more Canadian than anything? Why are there so many American souvenirs, sir? Perhaps the Babelese are studying American culture in our tourism industry? That plans to make the Babelese tourism industry truly flourish, then they would need to observe and study other countries' methods, I suppose. Speaking of tourism, I got these from the blonde guy earlier. Said if I bring these with me to Babel, I can trade them in for a few buffets. Oh, so how do you expect to travel to Babel? Well, the whole world is connected by ocean, sir. I was about to say he's about to swim over. And for an all-you-can-eat buffet, I swim all the way to Babel if I have to. The bear is more Russian. That man is a spy. That makes sense. Yeah, that works. That checks out. He really needs a free buffet. You're right. Oh. Somehow this clock is unscathed. Looks like this was once a magnificent grandfather clock, but it has fallen victim. Has it? It looks pretty undamaged to me. Hey, Mr. Edgeworth, is it okay for me to talk about clocks in my house, sir? Huh? If they're unrelated in case, I hope that you will refrain from sharing, but... yeah, we don't want to hear that, Gumshoe. He just wants to talk about his special interest. There are still some burnt objects scattered on the floor. Well, burnt things get burnt and then they become burnt things, you know. What are you saying, Gumshoe? No, because there's no way to prove that the burnt thing started out as a burnt thing. Was it a burnt thing or was it not? I have no idea what's what anymore, sir. Yes, I suppose it's a bit hard for someone with a burnt out light bulb to cover it. Edward, you're so funny. Can't believe that Manny fell among thieves tonight. Without him, I have no idea what my schedule for tonight is. Ambassador, I believe your schedule tonight will consist of listening to reports from the police. That and only that. Ask you to cooperate not only for your own sake, but for Mr. Coach's as well. You are a rather strong man, aren't you? How fascinating. Sir, respectfully, not interested. Here, I know it isn't much, but I like to have these. There's the fucking coupons again. I'm sorry, but it would be against my principles to accept a bribe. Oh, no. These are simply coupons we distribute to promote Babel. Remember, we offer a large number of discounts and offers when you visit lovely Babel. Now remember, the Republic of Babel is known for its feverish tourism industry. I was wondering if you might tell me a bit more about Manny Cochin. He was my secretary, and the embassy's secretary is charged with running the whole place. He was an admirable man. His death is a great loss to our country. Oh, you're not gonna mention his criminal record? He was in charge of everything: accounting, printing, taking care of our national treasures. I'm sorry, but did you say printing? Our country's primary source of revenue is our tourism industry. So in order for us to print the necessary pamphlets, flyers, coupons, etc., we have a printing press here at our embassy. Oh, I bet they're printing fake money. I bet they're money laundering. If he rubs his hands any longer, he's gonna start a fire. I feel like I should mention that I have this distinct impression that I've met him before. Oh yes, since you're in the legal profession, I suppose you might have. After all, Manny was involved in the KG8 incident. The KG8 incident? You haven't put that together, Edgeworth? What? The defendant who was found innocent in that case was Manny. So your Mr. Cochin is the same man as the one in that case. Are you... Edgeworth, please, come on now. You can't be calling Gumshoe dumb when you're like this. It's been 10 years. Manny recovered personally from that case and dove enthusiastically into this job. He was the one who planned this event and was to oversee this embassy's renovations. It really is a shame. He has such a bright future ahead of him. Gumshoe's smartness starting to rub off on Edgeworth. Yeah. Like, oh yeah, like when you're with your friends, you guys like I don't know if it's the same for other, but I feel like whenever I'm with my friends, I get dumber. It's because we all get dumber together. Same. What exactly did you mean earlier by renovations? We can't have tourists and visitors to our embassy think we're a poor nation, can't we? So renovating the embassy is something of an investment. We may have a rather paltry budget, but we're trying our best to make do. However, I guess the only person who could have helped us do our best is no longer with us. I don't think he feels any guilt. I mean, any sadness about him dying. The collective brace hulk is shared. Miles Edgeworth, what is it? Let me tell you something. You are currently my subordinate. If you wish to convince everyone else of that, you will speak to me with respect. Who's the one doing all the work, Franziska, while you're standing here? With a giddy glint in her eyes, I don't think that will really be necessary, Franziska. Oh really? Well, it doesn't matter. Doesn't change the fact that you are still under me. I thought Franziska was flying around the world in pursuit of the smuggling case. So then why is she here at the embassy? Obviously, this is related to the smuggling ring as well. The murder. I was investigating at the Alabastrian embassy when I got wind of this mess. Oh, that's right. The yacht aggressor was due to appear at the embassy as well. Yes, but the difference is that we didn't have a fire over there. Although there was an incident at the Alabastrian embassy as well, but I left Agent Lang in charge of that case and came over to the Babylese embassy. Ah, so Agent Lang is here as well. I see you've met. Well, he's in the Alabastrian embassy acting as bodyguard for Ambassador Alba. However, he seems to have a different reason for being there. I better not meet him. So the suspect in the murder that occurred is that little girl I see. She perhaps trying to be the... You know her, Franziska! You were so nice to her when you guys were young! Kay will never harm a soul, sir! Kay? You remember, do you not, about the case we investigated together 7 years ago? That girl's the daughter of the victim in that case, Mr. Faraday. Oh, so she's that feisty little girl. Kay has been on the trails of Yatagrasu, which is how she ended up here, looking for the one who took her father's life. I see. Kay's trying so hard, but you know what? The Yatagrasu just keeps on tricking us all! How so? The Yatagrasu sent a card saying, "I'll be there to steal your dirtiest secret." But all we had is an arson and a murder. The lab boys are going in circles. You know what this is, sirs? It's a breach of contract. It's going on the rap sheet. If you ask me, I'm perfectly fine with the fact that nothing was stolen tonight. I do. Oh, yeah, somebody died, guys. Come on now. I do wonder though if Callisto Yu really is the Yatagrasu. Is there something else I could ask her? Wait, could I present something for her? Do you think I should show off my autograph? She doesn't care. Okay, let's investigate the— oh, what was this? Ceiling fan must have fallen from the ceiling. Okay. Ceiling fan? What does one of those do? What is a ceiling fan, Gumshoe asked? Exactly what it sounds like. It's a fan that is installed on one ceiling. He's so innocent. Well, if I had one of those in my room, I bet I go dizzy from staring at it as I slept. Detective Gumshoe, in the real world, we close our eyes when we sleep. He's so funny. Because this is a national treasure, can I ask that you please not touch— oh, this is the statue that both sides claim they have the real one. I'm afraid the only ones allowed to touch it are myself and the Secretariat. But there is a possibility that it is related to the murder, wouldn't you agree? Hey, Mr. Edgeworth, why don't we give up for now? We can force them to let us investigate later when we find some solid proof. Wow, wait. What? Gumshoe actually makes sense. Not Gumshoe giving the solid advice over here. This must be one of the Prima Duck statues Kay was talking about earlier. Is it just me, or does this man look just like the Steel Samurai? They could be twins. It does kind of look like the Steel Samurai. Okay. Alright, let's investigate the body. So our victim was the Secretariat of this embassy, I take it? Manny Cochin. I heard that he was an admirable person. Very admirable. The cause of death is a stab to the base of his neck. He was lax in washing his back. We were fortunate that the fire missed our victim's body for the most part. Yeah, it's very suspicious how his body was not burned up. Fire had burned a bit longer, it would have made identifying him a hassle. So Mr. Cochin was stabbed to death in the middle of a raging fire? What in the world happened inside this room? Single stab to base of neck, the body wasn't badly burned by fire. I won't rest until— okay. Let's investigate the knife first. Is this knife the murder weapon? Some preliminary testing has been conducted. According to the results, the blood on that matches the victim's blood. The blade's shape was also found to be consistent with the stab wound. I suppose this means that we know now that the crime was committed with this knife. This knife's got some really fancy ornamentation going on, huh, sir? Thing practically streams artsy at me too. Although it's also covered in blood, it's just like the last thing that I said was artsy. But the handle is pristine. There's not a single drop of blood on it. Speaking of the candle, I believe it has some butterfly motif. I knew it! Somebody switched out the handles to confuse us! I knew it! I knew it! I knew it! Wait. There's a lot of skill detailing on his handle. I believe this is a butterfly. This is one amazing ornamental knife, and I'm really glad that this beautiful butterfly wasn't ruined by blood. There's not even a drop of blood on it. It really is quite so much that even you can— okay. This knife. It would appear that the handle is removable. I guess so people can change them whenever they feel like it. It sounds like fun. I don't think people remove the handle just for fun, detective. See, okay, yeah, see? There's no blood on the handle. Which is impossible. Which means somebody switched it out after the murder, post-murder. And as the other dude mentioned, the other side of the embassy has a similar set of knives that handle can all be switched out. I'm putting shit together, guys. The brain is braining. This is what took Mr. Coach's life. Been a detective for 7 years already? I've seen a lot of weapons in my days, but knives that were used to kill are always the hardest for me to bear. Brain cell working overtime. Yes, unlike guns, this is one weapon where you're likely to find the victim's blood on it. Yeah, just like how this one practically drenched in it, huh, sir? Despite that, it looks like the blood managed to miss the handle somehow. Yeah, they have to keep bringing that up, otherwise we will not get it. Okay, gotta remember that fact about the knife is that the handle was clearly switched out to confuse us. And also, it's suspicious that this handle was not burnt in the fire. Manny Cochin, I've seen him before. He was the suspect in the KJ incident. I saw him talking with the elder sister of the victim at that case, Miss Callisto Yu. I wonder if there's a connection between his murder and the KJ. There's always a connection. Oh, he's got the key knife. There appears to be something in his pocket. This key, it can't be. Isn't this the Yatagrasu's key that was stolen 7 years ago? The handle was switched after the stab. Whoever did it had to touch the blade to put it on. Okay, but what if they were wearing gloves? What? But that's... Huh? 7 years ago. Oh! You mean that case where I was framed, sir? Yes, it's the piece of evidence that stole the life of Kay's father 7 years ago. Which was then stolen by Callisto Yu. What? That means she was here! Oh, we do know someone missing a glove. You're right. That random NPC. Mr. Faraday was killed with this key, sir. I thought he was killed with a knife. Have you been... Gumshoe? Oh, well, I mean, it is 10 years for him. I can't blame him for forgetting that the key turns into a knife. For this guy, as you will recall, Detective Gumshoe was not present when Miss Yu made her escape. Plus, even among law enforcement, only a few knew of this key's existence. I doubt that a new rookie at the time would have been made privy to such knowledge. But was he not in the room where we figured out the key thing? I don't know. I don't remember. Feel like the victim right now, all trampled on, sir. I suppose I'll just have to fill it in now. The secret to this key is... I don't press the damn button. Oh! There we go. We were with Francisca? Oh. Wow, that's amazing, sir. It's like some kind of magic trick. I knew it. This is the same exact piece of evidence that Miss Yu took with her. I remember there's a beautiful pattern on the blade. I remember this as well. It's a vine motif, isn't it? It looks like two interwoven vines crisscrossing down the blade. Lines, sir. I think it looks like a bunch of stars. If you ask stars? One of those six-sided stars, just like the police marks on our IDs. I really don't think you can call these stars. To say that a detective's art is underdeveloped would be an understatement. Why was that important? There must be some reason why he thinks it's stars. The real question is, why was the Babylonis Embassy Secretariat holding this? Well, we don't know how Mr. Cochin came to possess this key. We do know that this was stolen by the Yetagrasu from the Kodovian Embassy. That's right, Mr. Faraday had written that fact down in his organizer. I believe that this means further research is required into the country of Kodopia. Why don't you ask Ambassador Peleno about what he knows? Supposedly, he was a candidate to be the next Kodobian ambassador once long ago. He should be able to answer any specific questions. Talk to that fucking dude. Knife wound. It's obvious what he was killed with, but I wonder if it's consistent with the wound. Okay. So there's probably no arguing that that was 100% the murder weapon. Okay, I don't see anything else we can inspect. Wait, is the water? Oh, I think we're done here. Yep, that's all done. Time for the safe. Small personal safe. This was Mr. Coach's office, so perhaps he stored his most important documents in here. Of course it's locked. It would appear we won't be able to open it without the key. Could that key be the... There's no way, right? That's some fireplace. You know, it really gives this place a mansion-like quality, don't you think, sir? Oh, if these are a staple in every Babbly's house. And I bet Santa Claus pays them a visit too. Oh, he still believes in Santa Claus? How nice. How old are you again, detective? Let's see how old he is. Wow, 32. Sorry, but Interpol is still conducting its investigation beyond this point. I'm a subordinate of Miss Von Karma. Is there some reason why I'm being denied access? My superior clearly stated, don't you dare let anyone near the site. You got it? That's suspicious. If I let you examine the site, my superior would get really angry at me. You know, Mr. Edgeworth, I feel really bad for the guy, so why don't we do as he says? Yes, I suppose we might as well. Okay, I guess this desk will become important later or something. And the window as well. Talk to Faraday. Hey, are you alright? You believe me, don't you, Mr. Edgeworth? You don't think I did it, right? Yes, of course I don't, and I promise to prove that it wasn't you. That's enough chit-chat. You can investigate all you like, but it's only a matter of time before we take her in. What? Does she have evidence that it was Kay? It would be wise of you to give up while you can. No, I don't think so. Kay's in lying, and my investigation will prove that to be true. Go ahead and try then if you're that confident. Can't allow this continue on this way. I must prove her innocence. Don't worry, that is my specialty. Proving people innocent. Okay. Let's ask him about Kudobia. Ambassador, I was wondering if I may ask you about Kudobia. Kudobia? Alright, what would you like to talk about? First, I'd like to ask you about this key. What about this key? I found it sticking out of Mr. Coach's pocket. I believe it originally belonged to this embassy, is that correct? Upon closer inspection, it seems that this key is shaped like a butterfly. It's not all about this key, it's also capable of changing into a knife. Oh! How fascinating! Is it possible that the ambassador didn't know about the existence of this key? In its knife form, there's a flower mark at the base of the blade. I guess this knife might be from when we were used to be part of Kudobia. How did you come to that conclusion? Both of Kodobia's national symbols, the butterfly and the flower. I suppose Manny used this key here at the embassy back when we were still in Kudobia. It could open the safe, probably. As about the buffet, we don't have, the coupons are not actually evidence. It didn't really count. It was truly unimportant. Ambassador Paleno, this key was stolen from the Kodobian embassy 7 years ago. By Callisto Yu, otherwise known as the Great Thief Yatagarasu. Oh, really? You were not aware that Miss Yu had broken into this embassy at the time? I don't trust her. She's very adamant on Kay being the murderer. Yeah, she's sus since the moment I saw her. I'm sorry I can't be of much help. I'm not very familiar with the details, you see. I only became the ambassador after Babel became its own independent nation. But if Mamia were still alive, he would probably know about what happened back then. Mr. Kocha and Mr. Yu knew each other 7 years ago. That doesn't explain why I found the Yatagarasu's key here in the present. Yeah, she was here, right? That lady was here. Okay, but she low-key looks different than you, so I don't know about that. Would that mean Lang is in on it too? I don't think Lang is in on it. I don't think Lang was suspicious at all. He's just annoying. I think she just... Either if she is you, then she probably infiltrated Interpol and like pretended to be an agent or something. I don't think she's you though. I mean, maybe she is. There's like 50-50 chance she is. Alright, I think we can start putting some stuff together. Let me save. Oh, I didn't mean to talk to you, Gumshoe. Sorry. Okay, let's see. Let's think. It's the safe and the key, right? Thank you for the hydrate. Let's go. She did pretend to be a prosecutor. It wouldn't surprise me if she was pretending to be... Okay, I think she was actually a prosecutor. Like, she was a real prosecutor. But she was pretending to be the great thief, though. We know for a fact that the Athegrass's key was used at this embassy. Furthermore, we found it in the victim, Mr. Cochin's pocket. Which leads me to think that perhaps it is the key to the personal safe in this office. Good thinking, sir. Let's go try it out. It appears I was correct. The key that was left to us in the victim's pocket, it literally turned out to be the key to the next piece of the truth. Oh, there's a hidden compartment. What do we have here? Hey, there's nothing inside. Do you think the Antichrist was made off with everything, sir? No, detective. I believe all we need is a closer look. Looks like such a serious safe, but there's not a scrap of paper inside. Are you blind, Gumshoe? Reminds me, the safe in your office is just as empty, huh, Mr. Edward? It's merely a coincidence that both safes are empty, detective. Well, make that a triple coincidence because my piggy bank at home is empty too. Nobody asked. I don't think there's anything coincidental about that, detective. Gumshoe. Is this here? Looks like a ripped corner of a piece of paper, sir. No, I don't think it's ripped. It seems more to me like it's stuck in the safe. Hey, you're right. It won't budge an inch, not even when I tug on it. Don't rip it, Gumshoe! I don't think I've ever seen a paper stuck on the inside of a safe before. Detective, I think you have it backwards. Not the paper that's strange. It's the safe. I mean, is that the secret is that it has two compartments? Duh. Even just eyeballing it, you can see that the inside is a bit too shallow. Furthermore, with the unnatural way the paper is stuck, I'd say that there is an extra bit of space behind the back wall of the safe. In other words, the safe has a second compartment. What? I suppose that you are correct in asserting that the paper is stuck in an unnatural manner. However, if what you say is correct, then there is a second compartment. How do we go about opening the door to it then? As you can see, there's no other lock or keyhole in sight. Actually, there is one more spot of interest to me on this safe. Oh, yes, and I believe that spot is the keyhole, safe, and its locks. All right then. It's this, right? We can just stick the key back in here. There's a hole here, sir. A little too oddly shaped for a latch hole. That's a funny shape for a latch hole. It's shaped kind of like a star, don't you think, sir? Detective, I would hardly call that shape a star. There must be some reason. We have to stick the knife! The key knife in here! Well, there's gotta be some reason why this hole is shaped so weirdly, you know? Hey. Can you please be quiet for a moment? You're frightening me. Okay. Hang on, let me save in case I'm wrong. A knife. Let's go! Doesn't the shape of this keyhole remind you of something, Francisca? Shape looks very familiar. However, I believe simply a latch hole for the safe's lock mechanism. It's just for keeping the door shut, nothing more. Is that so? The person who used the safe, Mr. Kocher, made sure this safe had 2 compartments in order to hide something. You honestly think that someone like that would allow this keyhole to be to the hidden half? It looks so obviously like a keyhole that even an average person could figure it out. Just fucking stab the safe, guys. Are you saying that this hole is the keyhole to the hidden compartment to the safe? You guys are just repeating words! That's precisely what I'm saying. I'll prove you right now that the Yatagrasa's key is the key that will open it. If I hear the word key or hole again... Objection! The Yatagrasa's key? Come on now. Miles Edgeworth, this better be a very bad joke. Sorry, but this is no joke. The Yatagrasa's key is the very key that will open the 2nd compartment of this safe. Would it count as a keyblade? Yes. We know that this key opens the 1st compartment. The keyhole you're talking about is of an entirely different shape than that of the gate. Come on, Francisca! Use your brain! I know you can do it! Let's go over this again. Oh god, they're pointing a knife at me. Shall we? The Yatagrasa's key was originally made to open Mr. Kocher's safe in the Cadobian embassy. We confirmed that fact by opening the door to a safe with it. Now let's take a look at the back end of the key. Looking at the knife portion, what do you see? What are you talking about? It appears that you've come to understand what I'm talking about. When viewed head-on, the knife's blade is the exact same shape as the keyhole. Francisca, you know this man is incapable of telling jokes. That's true! The real function of the knife portion is to act as the key to the hidden portion of the safe. Okay, just... can we get on with it? But that's preposterous. How? Because it looks like a knife and was used... because it looks like a knife. It was used like one to kill Mr. Faraday 7 years ago. We fell under the misconception that it was always meant to be a knife. But for both the safe and his key to conceal such clever tricks, whatever's hidden inside the secret section must be of incredible importance. Yeah, what's the harm in trying it out anyways? Then it's even possible that what I've been searching for is inside. Scruffy, hurry up and... oh, what is she searching for? What is she looking for? Yes, sir, opening it now. Oh? These items there. It's a bunch of funny shaped things. I guess they're pieces of art, huh? You're in the way, now move! I didn't think I was in the way. These pieces of art, they're identical to the ones that have been stolen from... the smuggling ring! I figured that as much. These are the treasures this section of the safe was to hide from view. I believe a more thorough examination is required. Arrest them all, even the dead guy on the floor. Hang on, I have a thought. Remember how the calling cards were different color? So the black one that was sent to our office was from Callisto U, the fake one. But the white one sent to this place, to the embassy, was from the real one, saying that they're gonna expose the smuggling ring thing. Maybe that's what it is. These are pieces of stolen art from around the world. I wonder how much they're worth, especially this one. Don't touch those valuable pieces of art with your filthy, dirty hands. Why, do you have any ideas what would happen to you if one of them were to break? Is it just me, or did she hit one of the pieces of art just now? This is a document that we thought was stuck earlier. I wonder what it's about. Beats me, sir. Why don't we take a look at it first before we give up? Mr. Kocher's name is written here on the last page. Page 1. There's a missing page. Wonder what the significance of this document is. He's not gonna tell us what it says? To build this sort of trick into one safe is really something. Yeah, it's neat how this safe has 2 compartments, but what's really impressive is that at the other end of the key was another key. I totally hadn't noticed. I wonder if Mr. Kocher was just paranoid or he had secrets of that great of that. Well, yeah, no. This is a great secret we just found. What are you talking about, Edward? Speaking of paranoid, I once sharpened both ends of my pencil. But then when I went to erase something, I got all paranoid I was gonna stab myself. Please refrain from dispensing your special brand of unrelated stories while on duty. Yes, sir. Oh, Gumshoe. Oh, sweet summer child. Are we not done examining this? Oh god, I jump scare. I thought she was fucking here. I was like, what? Oh my god, I thought she showed up. Oh man. Okay, that's probably everything. What else are we missing? What happened to the documents we just found? Guess it doesn't matter. Maybe we have to put something else together now? Save. Cute. Could these two be related? I don't see anything else that could relate. Oh, let's go! To steal your dirtiest secret. Is it possible that the dirty secret that Yatagrasu was out to steal is in this very room? Dirty secret? Franziska, you're in pursuit of some dirty, underhanded dealings yourself, are you not? Something tells me that this is no coincidence. In that case, then, the person I'm looking for here is here in the Balinese embassy, huh? The head of the smuggling operation. I think I might just need to ask Franziska about her smuggling case in more depth. Alright, gotta go talk to her now. Franziska, when we last talked, you said that you were on the trail of a smuggling ring. Suppose that the reason you're here right now is related? Yes. After analyzing the intel we've gathered from various countries, this embassy rose to the top of our list of sites to investigate. This is what tipped us off. This account— oh, that's the missing page! The 2 out of 3? This accounting document, it's only one page of the whole thing, so we're not sure about all the details. However, it's enough for us to grab onto the tail of the beast. For you see, this type of paper was made only in the Principality of Codopia. Which means that somewhere in this country of Alabas and Babel is the head. The one pulling the strings behind the entire smoking— was Manny coaching the head? As for Franziska for you, she's amazing, pursuing this case with all she has. Thank goodness they're numbered. Yeah. Aren't usually legal documents numbered though? I know all my fucking tax forms are numbered. Alright, let's see. These two go together. The only thing I can think of to do now. Okay, there we go. The design on the knife's handle. It greatly resembles the special Balinese species of butterfly. It does, doesn't it? Plus it says right here, this knife is property of the Republic of Babel. Perhaps it means that the knife used in the crime was found right in this room? Right here, right? What am I missing? like I saw everything, right? Was there some ways that I didn't check? Everything has a check mark. Let me examine this. Oh shit, it's raining outside. I asked him about knife? I asked him about this? Nah, he fucking gave me the coupon. Wait a second. Oh, I deduce here! Okay, I see. I found out. I found it. We gotta deduce that these papers are related to these. Take a good look at these documents, Francisco. It says that there are 3 pages in total, and yet there are only 2 here. Correct. Now take a look at the smuggling activity document in your possession. Tell me, is it not possible that your page was taken from this set of 3? Well, it certainly looks like that. By putting our multi-part puzzle together, we seem to have arrived at an answer. This is such a Professor Layton quote. And it seems that you have now found what you were looking for. Yes, and with this it has become crystal clear that Mr. Coachum himself was responsible for the mass smuggling of Babyliss ink. Babyliss ink? Babyliss ink is a special product of the Republic of Babel. However, due to a special reason, only a limited volume is ever exported. And that reason is? That's classified. It's on a need-to-know basis, and you don't need to know. In any case, it seems like the head of the smuggling ring was our victim, Mr. Manny Cochin. His base was in an embassy, thus it was hard for both of our countries and his to interfere, making it the ideal conditions under which to run a smuggling operation. But it's so frustrating. I lost a person I was to wring judgment down upon with my whip of justice. Well, even if he is dead, we still have a responsibility to look into it. Oh, I had a feeling it could have been Detective Bad that killed him. You expect me to whip a dead man? Well, I'm not interested. Francisca, you must know that Mr. Manny Koshin was the suspect in the KG-8 incident. Of course I know. On top of being the head of the smuggling ring, it is a matter of what really happened in that case that needs to be resolved. Ah, we did it. Okay, let's go. Are you done investigating? You realize now, don't you, that this girl is the only one it could be? Now come along quietly, Yatarasu. Kay Faraday. How do you know her full name? You are under arrest for the murder of Manny Koshin. Mr. Edgeworth! Please, you have to believe me, I didn't do it. I chased the fake Yatarasu in here and he was already... You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. Hold it. Yeah, point at her! She doesn't have a drop of blood on her. That is also true! I like to help you reduce the number of mistaken arrests Interpol makes. What is that supposed to mean? I believe I told you that K-Fair is not the culprit of this crime. Very well, I suppose I have no choice. I just show you just how foolish your claims are. Hey, you're not allowed to use the word foolish. Only Francisca can say that. Okay, there we go. Here we go. Yeah, why are you arresting Kay? Even your police confirmed that the Yatagrasu infiltrated the Babley's embassy tonight. Utilizing the confusion caused by the fire, the Yatagrasu snuck in through this embassy. Furthermore, this girl claimed to be the Yatagrasu, and most importantly, other than her, there was nobody else in here with the body. So you have no evidence, you bitch! Your reason for suspecting Kay is because you think she's the Yatagrasu? Exactly, but it wasn't just me. She calls herself the Yatagrasu. Look, how many times do I have to tell you? I was only out to capture the fake Yatagrasu. Imposter or not, it matters not. A Yatagrasu is a Yatagrasu. Very well, then I shall prove that Kay is not the Yatagrasu who killed Mr. Manny Kochin. Go ahead and try. Show me what the prosecutors of this country are made of. Even your police confirmed that the Yatagrasu... Okay, time to press every statement.
Hold it!
They may have confirmed it, but are you telling me that no one else could catch the thief? If so, you're basically admitting that the Yatagrasu that committed murder eluded us. Of course, I chased after the Yatagrasu that entered the Babley's embassy right away. That is also why I'm making this arrest right now. Because at the end of my long chase, there was only this girl. Wait, what if Kay was following her into the building? God, oh no, there's so many theories. In any case, this is what I believe happened tonight.
Hold it!
Just because a person shares the name of a criminal doesn't make them a criminal too. Exactly. The confusion caused by the fire. Are you saying that the Yatagrasu was not the arsonist who started the fire? A suspicious person in a long coat was spotted in the area. Officers in the area claimed to have seen that person start the... Suspicious person in a long coat! That's Detective Bad, is it not? He wears a long coat, right? It sounds like we have a phantom in our midst. Wait, wait, Gochu's also wearing a long coat! Yeah. In a way, he could be considered a phantom with the way he randomly appears.
Hold it!
Just because she calls herself that doesn't prove that she's a killer. Wait, that's exactly what you just said, Akala. No, but it does give her a motive. Yatagrasu sent a card saying, I'll be there to steal your dirtiest secret. Furthermore, there are documents pertaining to some smuggling. Okay, but that the card doesn't say, I'll be there to kill you, does it not? She obviously wanted to steal them, so she killed Mr. Kochin for the key. I see. Her logic is very sound. I expected nothing less of Agent Lane's secretary. However, that statement just now didn't sound right. Okay, this is the statement. This is the sus statement. This one.
Hold it!
So, you're claiming that Kay knew that a foreign country's embassy had such documents? As stated in the calling card, the Yatagrasu was out to steal a dirty secret, which means that the goal tonight was to steal those smuggling activity documents. You have it all wrong! It was the fake that sent that card! Your words are meaningless. If you're truly innocent, then let's see some proof. Hey Mr. Edgeworth, I leave that to you to handle. Yes, I'd rather you did. You can claim that she's innocent, but you can't change the facts I've already outlined.
Hold it!
I really don't think that being the first to discover the body makes her the killer by default. No, but if you saw the self-reported Yatagrasu standing in front of a body, wouldn't you get a little suspicious yourself? Even so, I still listen to what that person had to say before I pass judgment. No, you won't, Edgeworth! Are you talking about yourself in those times where you were under suspicion? I think the pain of being falsely accused is something you really should experience. I personally know that feeling really well, sir. Yeah, you sure do, Gumshoe. And given my situation, I now know exactly what it's like. I think every single main character in Ace Attorney has been accused of a crime. I'm fine with never experiencing it, ever. Are you done with your little group conference? Goal is not related to murder. Okay. It's this statement. No. It's this statement. Let's see. Waiting for Francisco to toss in a pot. I actually don't remember if she was ever accused or something. Is it this that I have to present? There's nothing else I could present, right? Oh wait, no, it is this, because if the Yatagrasu stole this, why would she have to kill him for the key? Because she already had this. You get what I'm saying? Okay, I think it's this. Let me save though, because I don't trust myself. There we go. Easy. Just her luck, her victim would have been strangled to death with a rope. Agent Sheena, I regret to inform you, but there is a flaw in your logic. Oh, even if you claim that she is the killer and the Yatigrasu, I'm certain that securing the smuggling document is not the motive behind the murder. The key to the safe in this room was found on Mr. Coach's body. Furthermore, the Yatigrasu would not be so stupid as to leave without the documents. Oh yeah, that's right. Okay, you know what? I wasn't not thinking about that aspect, but by the simple fact that the documents were still in the safe when we looked, it's obvious that the killer's target was not the safe at all. Then perhaps she didn't know that Mr. Coach had the key on him. Objection! No, the key was stolen. If that's the case, then why would she have had needed to kill him if he didn't have the key? Because I can think of no reason for her to kill him if she had not known that fact. Need reason? All of this is simply our conjecturing after the fact. It's entirely possible that she accidentally killed him when she was sneaking in. Girl. Perhaps she didn't notice the safe second compartment before returning the key. The fact still remains that Mr. Kocher was stabbed to death. But you have no definitive proof that was Kay who committed the act. Actually, I do. What? Did they find her fucking fingerprints on the knife? Oh, great! I saw her holding the knife she used on the victim with my own hand! What? Allow me to tell you a bit more about the evidence that will pull her away behind bars. She's just a girl. She's just a child. Come on now. The knife wound on the body is consistent with the blade of the knife. The knife with the butterfly handle is the murder weapon which the killer was holding. I assume she obtained the knife from the display rack and used it on the victim. The knife is part of a special 3-piece set, which has a design like no other. You have evidence and testimony, it all points to the girl. There's no counter-argument. Yeah, this is where the handle being switched is important. She's just being silly. Honestly, like, hey, you come across a crime scene. Why would anybody's first instinct is to touch the obvious murder weapon? Like, honestly, I can't, you know... I have to say it's low-key her fault. Whenever a character does this in any sort of show, it always makes me so mad. Cause why would you do that? That's so fucking dumb. Yeah, Gumshoe would do that. You see now that she's definitely the killer, right? No, Mr. Edgeworth, you gotta believe me. I saw a suspicious person in a long black coat outside the embassy, I swear. You came in here because you were chasing this person? That's right, I ran into his office only because I was chasing after that person. But when I entered the room, it was pitch black. I couldn't see a thing. I felt something on the ground next to my foot, so I turned on the lights, but then... Who's there? This is... Yo, she was there really fast. That's suspicious. I came to this room upon hearing the girl scream, and when I saw her holding the knife, I immediately restrained her. The object Kay felt by her feet on the floor was the murder weapon? I had the knife analyzed right away, but we failed to find anyone's prints on it. But the suspicious person in a black coat who came into this room before me. You continue to insist that there was such a person, but if there was, where did they go? Well, the window's open, is it not? That, I don't know, but I know they came in here. That sounds like the desperate excuse of a suspected killer, not a trustworthy testimony. You understand, don't you? We can't trust this girl's words, Mr. Edgeworth. Oh, and we can trust yours? She has a point. No, Edgeworth, don't! Even if Kay's words aren't the truth, I must show that they are with some solid evidence. Never trust someone with a bowl cut? Mr. Edgeworth, I really didn't. Okay, don't worry. If you didn't do it, then there must exist a way for me to prove that. Still not giving up? I see. In that case, try to counter my argument if you can. Don't worry, I can and I will. Alright, let's press on the statement. We already have the results. We have confirmed that the shape of the knife's blade matches the wound. Please don't confuse the efficiency of Interpol's forensic team with your own. Oh. I won't if you don't underestimate our police force. And so we're clear, I'd hardly say your logic is sound, which you will see in a bit. If you can prove me wrong, please. Have you considered that you stink? Have you considered that you're a bitch, Shinha?
Hold it!
You mean to say that you saw Kay holding the murder weapon with your own eyes? I was also on the search for the grass suit. When I heard that girl's scream coming from this room, I rushed over straight away. When I arrived, I saw that girl standing there motionless with a knife in her hand. But I told you I only came here because I'm also after the grass suit. We don't have to see this again. We know. We get it. It's just... Oh yeah, we get it. Objection, you're a bitch! When I entered, it was pitch dark. I felt something from my foot on the floor, so I turned on the lights, and then... You found out there was the murder weapon at your feet. How many times do I have to tell you? You can't trust the words of a suspect. So the only thing you'll accept is evidence, isn't it? That's the only acceptable way to counter an argument. Counter an agent of Interpol at the scene of a crime. Mr. Edgeworth, do you have some kind of evidence? I think I do, because there's one piece of evidence I find to be a bit interesting. What? What are you talking about, Edgeworth? The knife? I think he's probably talking about the knife. Yeah, the handle. Do I have to re-examine this? I don't think I do. I think I just present the knife on this statement. But let me just press on everything just to be safe. I ask that you please refrain from speculation. The sound hypotheses derived from the evidence. There's no room for debate. Miles Edgeworth, know that an ungraceful loss will not be tolerated, my subordinate. Now rebut her hypotheses with factual logic. Otherwise, what was your investigation for? Yes, you are correct. Thank you. Helping a subordinate out with advice is the job of any good superior. Seems to be rather enjoying herself, but she is correct nonetheless. Agent Shinha, please continue. Why don't you help? That's what I was gonna say.
Hold it!
About the three-piece set, is there really no other like it? Let's ask Ambassador Palenio for more details. Knives are indeed special. They have the butterfly, the symbol of the Republic of Babel, engraved on them. And because there are only 3 of them in the world, they are very, very valuable. National symbol, huh? Well, the knives are covered in a butterfly design. Along with the alabaster set, our respective countries only have 3 knives each. See, are you satisfied now? Okay, I think it's this. I'm gonna save. She enjoys watching him squirm. Present this. Okay, it's right. It's correct. So, the murder weapon was the knife with the butterfly design on it? But is that really the truth? What are you getting at? I'd like for you to take a look at this. There is blood on the blade, and yet there's not a speck of blood on the handle. This signifies that at the time of the crime, a different handle was attached to this blade. The knife that Kay was holding had its handle switched and was in fact not the real murder weapon. It wasn't the real murder weapon? Oh, she's sweating now. This knife can be taken apart. Shall we give it a go? Ooh! As you can see, the Babbly's knife has now been disassembled into 2 parts. The killer must have pulled the murder weapon out of the victim's body and proceeded to swap the knife's original handle with this butterfly. It was all to create the illusion that Mr. Kocha was killed with the butterfly-themed knife. Wait, what if the scene of the crime was not actually this room? This should clear up any and all suspicions surrounding Kay. Blade has yet to be found. They used the window to put the body in there or some other bullshit. I think maybe the fire was trying to cover the crime or something. And then Kay got here and disrupted their plans or something. Your argument isn't airtight yet. How so? It's possible that the girl herself is the one who switched the handle. What if they moved the body with the steel samurai card? What if it's possible the girl herself is the one who switched the handle? Don't be ridiculous. For what person should do such a thing? I don't care to know how a criminal thinks. The way they view the world is beyond the comprehension of a normal person. I don't know if you can call yourself a normal person. Therefore, I wouldn't put anything past them, no matter how odd it may seem. The truth is right there in front of you, and this knife will show you the way. You'll come to see that Kay is not and could not have been Mr. Kochin's killer. What are we doing with the knife? What is this mark on here? The mark of a flower. I assume you know what this means. Nope, not really. Butterflies rest on flowers all the time to drink their sweet nectar. And so they do. However, will this butterfly really drink the nectar of this flower? The answer is clearly not a chance. Prove the relationship in the past. This one, right?
Take that!
You can't be serious. It appears that you've made the connection. The flower on this blade is designed after a certain country's national symbol. That's right. The Kingdom of Alabama. The knife is from the sea? In other words, this blade is from one of Alabaster's ornamental knives. Wait, I think that was her real hair. I don't know if she's wearing a wig. I don't think this is Callisto Yu. This part of the knife handle has Babel's national symbol of the butterfly on it. Therefore, it is undeniably Babelese in origin. But as we both know, you can't kill someone with just a knife handle. Actually, Gintoki can. Incidentally, when exactly did the murder occur again, Agent Shinha? After the fire had broken out. That's right, Kay entered the Babelese embassy after the fire had taken place. Furthermore, she had not been to the Alabastion side of the building before then. On top of that, not a single person passed between the two countries during the fire. Which means... Oh no, there was someone that... The Steel Samurai! Which means that Kay could not... Do you think the culprit dressed up as the Steel Samurai to run away, to get out of there? Kay could not have transported an Alabastion object over here. That makes it impossible for her to be the true killer. Way to go, Mr. Edric, sir! What a great victory! Oh, you know what? I bet we have the autograph to compare handwriting later to someone. Hey, why is everyone so quiet? I'm happy we got this far and cleared Kay's name, but what worries me now is what will happen next. Oh god. What is the meaning of this? An Alabastion knife here? Do you mean how they did find this way to the Republic of Babel? It didn't just find its way over, rather we should focus on how it was smuggled over. You know what? My brain hurts thinking about it while we're just standing around. Think while you're on the run. Now that's the way a real great thief operates. Hey. Oh, thanks a bunch, Mr. Edgeworth, for proving me innocent, I mean. You believed me the whole time, right? Tell me you did. Not really, but... Haha, come on, you don't have to be so shy about it. Your argument is still... God damn! Learn to let it go, lady! Would you care to elaborate? I understand now that the girl didn't commit the murder. However, there's still the possibility that she is the Yatagarasu. That again? Look, how many times do I have to explain it to you? I am the real one! I'm not like that fake one that goes around setting fires, okay? Whether you're the real deal or the fake, it doesn't really matter. All I have to say is this. I have my suspicions that this girl is the one who started the fire. Preposterous. On what grounds do you suspect her of such a thing? The fact that she calls herself the Yatagarasu, that is so in itself is the most elegant proof. Miss Shina, yes, I have no intention of taking back any of what I've said. I am the great thief Yatagarasu, and I refuse to allow some imposter to claim that name as their own. The path of justice that my father pointed me towards, I will walk it the best I can. It's not good to be so stubborn. I hope you can understand that. Thanks a lot for the concern, Miss Shina. Let me share something with you too as a token of my appreciation. Those sunglasses totally do nothing for you, so I'll steal them from you next time, okay? What? You say, you ugly ass bitch? Well, I guess we better get going. Going to where? To the Kingdom of Alabas. If we don't go, we won't know for sure, right? Suppose not. We won't get anywhere simply by standing here thinking. See where the Alabastion knife came from. We'll have to pay the Alabastion embassy a visit. Let's go, Miles Edward. As you are my subordinate, I will not tolerate you bringing the investigation to a halt. Understood. Wow, they work so well together. Let's go! Part 1 done. We're gonna keep going today. Cause I think we're only like 10% into this thing. Thank you for the hydrate. I am getting a little hungry though. Axe keys are usually wrong, right? Yep. I didn't bring axe. I didn't. Oh, great, it's him. God damn it. count off. Cheerful 99 callouts, so all 99 members are most likely here and counted for, sir. Hey, you. Yeah, you, the second number one from my right. Sir, yes, sir? Here, a birthday present for you. What? I didn't know that you knew all of our birthdays. What a kind heart you have. You're more of a man than we'll ever be, sir. I'm really sorry, but it's not my birthday. Ooh, awkward. Oh, they're gonna jump him. A cub who disrespects others soon feels the disciplinary bite of an elder. That present isn't for you. It's for your younger brother's wife's younger brother, huh? Tell him I said hi and happy birthday, won't you? Yes, sir. I bet it's not even his wife's younger brother's birthday. I can't believe you remember that much about each of us. I'm so moved that I can't stop crying. But he doesn't even have a wife. Yeah, because they're all alpha males. Who would want to marry an alpha male? I should probably leave them to their alone time. That sounds so weird, Andrew. Why did you put alone time in quotation marks? What's wrong with you? They're gonna go explore each other's bodies now. He understands. Alright, meeting's over, everyone. Head for your post. Dismissed! Yo, were you guys there the whole time? I got a call from Sheena and she's already filled me in. Looks like you're out to get in my way again. I have absolutely no intention of interrupting your investigation. I simply request that you grant me permission to investigate the Alabastrian embassy. And what if I say no? Damn, already flirting? Yeah, stop. Put a stop to this, Francisco. Andrew, like, this man is my subordinate and the husband of Phoenix Wright. As I have received permission from the ambassador, he is to be extended the same rights. Would a kiss make him change his mind? Sorry, sis, but it's not that simple. Alabas has the strictest immigration regulations in the world, or didn't you know? Even among my elite men, about only half of them were admitted into the country. Besides, any more cooks in the kitchen, and we might spoil the soup, if you get what I mean. I don't get what you mean, but okay. How dare you make some assumptions? They might confiscate her whip. Don't take this the wrong way, but I thought I was in charge of Alabas, Miss Barn Karma. Urgh, oh my god, not even she works on him. Look, try to understand, okay? Things over in Alabas are a bit of a mess right now. What do you mean by a bit of a mess? No one told you? We had an incident, and Alabas as well. This is what we call a decision based on investigation, Mr. Prosecutor. Look, Wolfie, just let us in already. Oh? What's happening? Who the hell is this? Is there a problem here, Agent Lang? Not really. Just having a discussion about whether or not to let these guys in. Ambassador Alba asked that you please allow these people to join the investigation. Having a debate because of my country. I'm terribly sorry for placing you good people in that kind of situation. It is all because I lack the strength to govern well. He's so suspicious. I don't trust this dude. Please, it is nothing of the sort, Ambassador. You weakling! Quercus, curse your frailty and inability to affect change in your country. But what are you? The thing is, investigations conducted in my country have been under Agent Lang. It is my judgment that in order to minimize disruption in the investigation, I should leave everything up to Agent Lang. There, you see? Oh, no way! Who's objecting now? God, oh my god. Oh. Ambassador Alba, I ask you please reconsider letting them into Alabast. What's that? My very own secretary has been murdered in the Babylese embassy, and he was apparently caught up in some very shady dealings, completely unbeknownst to me. Oh, sure you were unbeknownst. So I asked for your cooperation in our investigation. These aren't much, but I hope they can cover your travel expenses to Babel someday. Not the fucking coop. Alright, I get it. Even if you beg Ambassador Alba, I still have to give the final okay anyways. Alright, you hear that, Mr. Edgeworth? We're in. Not so fast, my little crow girl. You're still a witness in the Babel murder. So I'd like you to please stay in the Republic of Babel. Detective Gumshoe, please take good care of Kay for me. Yes, sir! Sounds good to me. The fewer troublemakers, the better. What was those damn Koopas? What are they doing? Did they just both hiss at him? Hey, Mr. Edgeworth. Yes? So I wanted to ask for a while now, but... that lady over there, is she who I think she is? Oh, that's right. I didn't introduce the two of you yet. Francisca Von Karma, the prosecutorial prodigy. It's nice to see you again. I knew it! You're the whip lady! You may address me as Miss Von Karma. Miss Von Karma, I leave the investigation of Alabas in your hands. Thanks. Rest assured, I will outsmart both the smuggling ring and the Yatagarasu. I love these girls. I love them being friends. The smuggling ring, huh? Perhaps I should ask Francisca a bit more about them before I head into Alabas. I mustn't forget to thank Ambassador Paleno for all that he has done for me. Oh boy, these people yap. Alright. You made so much progress in your investigation in such a short period of time. It's truly amazing. Agent Hicks, with whose help I had requested, was cut down before he completed his task. There's no room for further failure in my perfect investigation. In spite of that, I believe you were able to obtain some insight into the ring, correct? It was nothing. I simply made some deductions based on the smuggled item I was following. You mean the Babylese ink? Why are there restrictions on the export of Babylese ink to begin with? That's classified Interpol info. Francisca, as your subordinate, I am part of your investigation now. Don't you think it would be beneficial if I was also informed? Point taken. Very well, I'll fill you in. Damn, I wonder who's the actual subordinate here. Recently, we discovered some very well-made counterfeit bills circulating in I knew they were money laundering. It's the way they were like, oh, we have a printing machine here. I was like, oh yeah, to print fake bills? Wow. Counterfeit bills? Yes, as you may have deduced, the counterfeit are being made with Babel's special Babylese ink. It is virtually impossible to distinguish bills made with Babylese ink from real ones. Thus, it was only natural for Interpol to keep an eye on the Republic of Babel. That's where this document comes into play, correct? Correct. Mr. Cochin was smuggling large amounts of Babylese ink. Furthermore, he was charged with running the embassy's printing equipment. It's all the evidence I need to know that he was the head of the smuggling ring. However, there remains only one tiny problem. Let me guess, you still have yet to find the counterfeit bills or the smuggled ink? Yes, and while we're listing things, I might as well add the counterfeit plates to the pile. Since we haven't been able to locate any of these items in the Babylese embassy, we're looking into the Alabastian embassy next. Doesn't matter where they're hidden, mark my words, I will find them. Ambassador Paleno, I am in your debt. No, it's nothing. Because it's all about all I can do for you, I'm afraid. I only ask that you please bring Manny's killer to justice. Yeah, this guy is like getting less and less suspicious. But it is a little bit weird how helpful he has been. I will, Ambassador, on my honor. Especially since nobody ever in this entire history of this series has ever been helpful. Wow, you're so sensational. You really piqued my curiosity. Oh, but he's gonna give us the coupons again. No, that's quite alright. Oh, well, how about this? Oh, we'll take the ink, because that might be good evidence. What exactly is it? It's fountain pen, known as Babbly's ink, made exclusively in Babylon. So this is the Babbly's ink. The safe was in his office, right? No, the safe was in Manny's office. That office we were just in, that was Manny's office. We make it from wood crystal oil, which is mined through our mineral mines. Please accept this ink. One dip of your fountain pen in this, and you can write for hours in your organizer. How fortunate for me. The ink in my pen just happened to have run out. Gladly accept your grace's grim. Too bad it's gonna use but in evidence. Great, wonderful. Guarantee you that writing with our ink is an unforgettable experience. And since we don't export it, if you run out, you're always welcome to come and visit our fair nation and use all those damn coupons. Talk about cornering the customer along with the market. Well, shall we get going? What's wrong, Kate? I didn't get permission to enter Alabast, so we're going to go gather whatever info we can over on the Babel East side, okay? Alright, I'm counting on you two. Oh, these two, this duo together? Oh, hell no. Right, I'm counting on you, Miss Von Karma, to sniff out clues in Alabast. Oh, Mr. Edgeworth, if you happen to come across my phony, you'll let me know, okay? No one's safe. If you tell me, I'll rush over straight away, no matter where you are. Okay, I'll let you know when the time comes. Yeah. I'll definitely call you on the cell phone that we don't have. Gah! What's happened here? Did somebody else die? Huh? What do you think you're doing to my subordinate? You're... No! No, not Larry! Oh, I had a very bad feeling. I had a thought. I was like, what if it's Larry? No! Okay, well, so we know the Steel Samurai was not suspicious. Oh, Edgy, oh, thank the heavens you're here. I'm in a really, really big pickle, your lordship. The raven had appeared, poof, and then disappeared. And though I am the Steel Samurai, my sword, I'm so confused. I don't know what anything means anymore. Who is this fruitcake? I am Larry of the House of Butts. Married man of Neo Old Tokyo, milady, not the milady. Now remember, this is the only straight person in this series. Now remember, this person is one of your friends, isn't he, Mile? Yeah, the third childhood best friend. Yes, frighteningly enough, he is. Hey, what's up with that answer? Your best bud is in a bind and you act like it's no big deal? What sort of bind are we talking about here? The suspect time! I accidentally became a suspect in a murder! Not the first time, Larry. I see, that is quite the bind. Not that we're in the least bit surprised. Yes, I pretty much expected this news. From the inside, I saw this unlucky face. This dude. His name is Larry Butts. I've known him since grade school, and for as long as I've known him, he's been the world's largest source of trouble with a capital T. Hey, what kind of introduction is that? You're so mean, Edgy. If you're not careful, you might find your tiny number of friends go down by one. If you're not careful, you'll only end up with one friend instead of two. That was uncalled for. Besides your... Wait, hold on. Larry, it was you? You are the one who wrote my steel sword. Never be your fucking heroes. Huh? All you didn't notice earlier? I even winked at you through my headpiece. What's going on? Why are you be red? Sorry, but could you not speak to me right now? So dramatic. Oh, sorry, am I interrupting your comical yet melodramatic play? Yes, you are. I have to leave. Aha, so this is the incident you mentioned earlier. Mr. Prosecutor, this man, this childhood friend of yours, is our prime suspect. Of what, you ask? Of the murder of a man who has stuck into this embassy. Mask the Mask the second. Oh, fucking Mask the Mask is from Ace Attorney. Not Investigate. It's from... It's also a reoccurring character. Mask the Mask the second. Only Larry could get himself into yet another mess as fine as this. No matter what the facts seem, I don't think it's the same mask person from the second game, yeah. Larry's not the type to commit murder. Still, it's rather daunting stroke of misfortune I've struck. I've had to prove that Larry Bust is innocent of all wrongdoing. He would never. Larry would never. We've identified the victim. I'll take that report now. Agent Lane, would you mind if I took a peek at it as well? What did I tell you earlier, Mr. Prosecutor? Don't get in my way. There's only enough flesh here to feed one wolf, and that one is me. But what about your pack? So no, you may not take a peek. But Agent Lane. Ah! I knew he was gonna be here! He really is the cloaked figure K-Saw, probably. He started the fire, probably. Agent Lang, will you allow an investigator such as myself to take a look? Oh yes, of course. You let the detective see the file. You're Detective Bad. You're the prosecutor, Mr. Edgeworth, right? Damn, he did not age, bro. Oh man, he still looks fine as hell. Fancy meeting you here, detective. You weren't expecting me. Ever since that day 7 years ago, I chased after the Yatagarasu non-stop. I even pressured Interpol into keeping me in the loop in case a card was ever found. What incredible dedication to the case. Detective Bad knows the Yatagarasu's MO very well, and his passion for the chase hasn't died down in these 7 long years. It's something I can respect. But Detective Bad, I must ask, are you going to make an ally out of this prosecutor? My only goal is I forgot he actually doesn't smoke. My only goal is to arrest the Yatagarasu. If he can get to the bottom of this case, then I'm willing to share info with him. I'm in your debt, detective. About the murder of the Masked the Second, would you be willing to fill me in on a few of the details? When the Yatagarasu showed up, Agent Lang and I took ourselves off guard duty and put ourselves in charge of directing things at the crime scene. Taking advantage of the chaos, the Mask even broke into this embassy. Probably to steal some treasure or another, and I suppose he lost his life when he was forced to fight someone else in this room? Why exactly was that man placed under arrest, detective? That samurai? He was born looking suspicious, but not for the reason you suspect, I assure you. As you can plainly see, he is completely harmless. Well, it was just a random guess. It's not like he's actually under arrest. Tonight here at the Alabastrian Embassy, Ambassador Alba was to give a commemorative speech, and that was when the Yatagarasu showed up. But keep in mind, the Yatagarasu isn't who I'm talking about right now. Those seats for the guests who had been called to sit there were empty. A no-show? Who was it that failed to take their seat? The Steel Samurai. Until the speech was to begin, each member of the entire Steel Samurai family was to wait in a separate room. However, for some weird reason, that man was spotted in a different location than his assigned room at the time. Oh, he probably saw a pretty girl! Probably saw Sheena or something. And where was he? Okay, I can't defend him on this one. He was on the roof with one of his legs down a chimney. That chimney leads directly into this room. Harry, you really outdone yourself this time. What were you thinking? In any case, I believe it's high time for me to start my investigation. Oh my god. Jesus Christ. It's one thing after another, bro. Yeah. Is this plant supposed to shape like the old man? What is that plant supposed to be? Francisca, can you see this is supposed to be a likeness of Ambassador Alba? Miles Edgeworth, as a subordinate, you think you have a lot of nerve telling me what to think. I look forward to your salary assessment next month. You are deluding yourself if you think you have any control over that. Larry, there's a few things I need to ask you about. Hey, how about that? I got a few things I gotta ask you too. Yes? How's it going with Phoenix Wright? It's like both you and him. Oh! How is it that the two of you always manage to have some cute or hot girl by your side? Because we're gay, Larry. And Francie, what about that promise you made to me? Promise? What promise? The one where you said you would model for my next book, Francie's Whippity Whip Trip. He almost figured us out. Is the fruity powers. Yo! I made no such promise. Ever since grade school, we've had a certain saying about Larry. When something smells, it's usually the butts. One needs to look no further than this man to find the king of troublemakers. He's not a thought behind those eyes. As I recall, aren't you calling yourself Laurice Donim now? That's... I don't know how to pronounce that. Get that straight in your head, Edgy. Straight does not belong in his head, Larry. Now I remember, you're that rude, pale imitation of a real artist. No, you've got it all wrong. I gave up on that whole Laurice business. Besides, when Evangelina left me, my heart in pieces. That's when Mindy walked into my life. She's been so good to me that I wanted to help her in some way. And I figured I could go through this Steel Samurai outfit. Your inane blathering makes less and less sense each time we meet. I believe he's saying that he picked up this part-time job as a Steel Samurai so that he may attempt to capture the heart of the actress who plays the Pink Princess. You got it! I knew you know what I meant, Edgy. Not really. That's not so much as I understand, but a simple deduction based on your usual modus operandi, Larry. Larry, I'd like you to confess right now to everything you did tonight. Confess? Hey, don't tell me you suspect me too! Nonsense. I don't believe you had the mental acuity needed to plan and execute a murder. You're too fucking dumb! However, we were talking about you here, so I find it hard to believe that nothing happened. For past experience has taught me that you were always at the center of some insane event. How could you be so mean and stabbing me with your words like that? Unfortunately, I don't have the time to search out a key to unlock your heart this time. Oh, reference to a mechanic in Ace Attorney? So I suggest that you cooperate and tell me what you know. Okay, I get it. Just stop Francie from whipping me from behind. I thought you were into that, Larry. So I guess you know what I did, right, Edgy? My first thought was Kingdom Hearts, actually. Can't even begin to imagine, however. I imagine that whatever you were up to was probably beyond my imagination. So you won't tell me what exactly you did, Larry? Nope, not yet, Edgy. You'll tell me more than that to loosen my lips. A lot more! Confess now. Okay, well, I was up on the roof. And why were you up on the roof? Oh, you know, that wintry custom and the legendary hero. Legendary? Hero? Santa Claus! Santa! I wanted to do that thing he does, so I climbed up to one of the chimneys. But when I got there was smoke pouring out of the chimney. Oh, someone was using the fireplace? And? Well, I couldn't go down the chimney with smoke coming up, right? So I gave up. What is wrong? What is wrong with this dude? Harry, do you realize that Santa Claus does not exist? Of course I know. I did graduate from junior high, you know. Then you should also understand this. If Santa Claus was real, he would be the biggest unlawful trespasser in history. Oh, crud. It is your attempt to imitate Santa that has landed you as a prime suspect in this murder. Come on, man. What's so wrong with pretending to be Santa? Start with the fact that it will be the Ides of March in a matter of hours. Santa only visits homes on December 24th. That's in December, you nitwit. Oh, that's right. It's March. No! Wait a second, we're not in court. God, what the heck is wrong with this dude, bro? There's some weapons on display in this wall, a crossbow, and under that, a set of knives bearing a flower motif. They must be the counterpart to the Babyliss knife, which means that the Babyliss blades inside these scabbards should match the blades that was used to kill Mr. Cochin. I won't rest. Okay. This fucking plant is so creepy. That's a Steel Samurai weapon. Isn't it awesome? I totally fell for this thing. It's sleek and shiny just like my heart. Comes like you, like whoosh. When you hold it, you just want to live life like BAM! You do well to watch what you say, Larry. Can you shut the fuck up? Although it is just as Larry says, the spear is quite the symbol of valor. Nobody asked. Aren't you supposed to use it by thrusting the point straight into your opponent? Not entirely convinced the spear is up to the task. What's wrong, Edgy? You're just staring off into the distance. Oh, I get it. Tell you what, I'll tell the studio to make you one, okay? But this one's mine. Did I say anything about wanting one? But you do want one. Maybe I can shut him up if I show him the piece of evidence that will point something out about the spear. What? There's no evidence about the spear? Why is your weapon on display in a place like this? I wonder why there's no whip on displays here. I wonder why there are no whips. Knives adorned with flowers are on display here. I expect that the knives... Okay, yeah. I think I have to... What? One of the knives is missing. Oh! Oh, and there's a piece missing from the flower. Oh! Let's see if the two pieces, the blade and the handle, fit each other. It would appear that they fit together quite well, almost seamlessly. And this means that an alabaster knife did find its way into Babel. But how? How indeed? You spot absolutely no difference between this primitive statue and Babel's. The statue's face look a bit like that costume hero you like very much. I only wonder why you Americans have such an affinity for this kind of face. You dumbass Americans. The statue wasn't made by an American, you know. At least I don't suppose so. There's something here I need to deduce, but let me look around the rest of the room first. The counterpart to the Babyliss butterfly is the alabaster flower. Butterfly and flower, they're both lovely things. But can we interrupt this to mean that Alabast provides honey to Babel? Siska, can't you come up with a more meaningful or profound comment? Very well then. Let's hear what sort of profound comment you could come up with. Well, flowers cannot survive without the butterflies that spread their pollen. And butterflies cannot live without the nectar that flowers provide. It's either one to disappear from the equation, neither would survive. How was that, Miss Von Karma? Your explanation took so long that I nearly fell asleep, you old man. Well, let's continue the investigation. The common writers, Japanese, don't try to pin this on us. Okay, but the America in this game is some sort of like Japan-America fusion. National treasure. It was only one of these statues, meaning that only one of the two is a replica. But both Alabast and Babel claim to have the real thing. What an incredibly childish fight to have. Oh, both countries claim to own the real one. Only the ambassador and the secretariat can touch. Appears very valuable, made of pure gold. It was the national treasure of Cadopia. There's only one of these statues, meaning the one of the two is the replica. Okay. Okay, we'll examine the body later. Let's talk to Agent Ling. You did some investigating over in the Babylonis embassy too, right? I did. Is there a problem? A wolf who aims to hunt for 2 rabbits at once. I believe the idiom you require is he who runs after 2 hares will catch neither. A real wolf can catch both. Shut the hell up. I see, so what are you trying to say, seeing as how I'm currently handling 2 cases? Suit yourself, but don't say I didn't warn you. What is your issue? Oh, thank you for the stretch and posture check. Ugh. No matter how hard you try, you'll never be a necessity in our Shifu's investigation. Is that a fact? But no matter how good he is, he's bound to overlook something. If you insult our Shifu, then prepare to be punished! Oh, and how exactly would you punish us? Every investigator under Shifu's command will work to disrupt your investigation. Vindictive much? So childish. Don't bark at you. Who? Wait a second. The statue was moved. It's facing a different direction. The person shaking hands with the steel samurai in this picture is Ambassador Alba. It was taken just before the murder. Steel samurai must be very popular. They're even using the national treasure as a backdrop. Just don't understand what exactly is so great about the top knot here. Clearly there's a depth to the show that a young person like you can't fathom. The only people with IQ higher than... I don't know, what's the highest IQ? Can enjoy Steel Samurai. Speaking of young people, aren't young children the target audience of the show of costume actors? One. It's a fireplace, but it looks like I don't think it's been used recently. Yes, I can't say that I see anything unusual about it. Someone was... I remembered that the fireplace was significant in this case when I played this like years ago. 2 gorgeous flowers are in full bloom here. Oh wait, something else was in the pot. I'm sure flowers as lovely as these must have an equally as lovely name. Miles Edgeworth, are you done staring? I should hardly think passion flowers are all that rare. Passion flowers? It's a rather unusual name. It was named by priests in the 15th century for the Passion of Christ. Religion in my game? How dare. As they say, you learn something new every day. Confirmed Edgeworth is not a Christian. 2 large farms, the vines are supported by stakes and are still growing. Wait! Wait! Do you remember when Kay was like, I want to buy merchandise for the ninja? And there was like the hair stick? Doesn't the hair sticks look like the red sticks here? And something was dug up from here. There's 2 empty plates. Ooh. I don't know how that's related, but I'll just keep that in mind for now. This must be Ambassador Alba's desk. His notebook is open on his deck. He must be in the middle of some important work. Sapling? Sapling mentioned? Ceres fauna? It's finally sprouted today. Funny, it doesn't look like important work to me. Alright, let's look at the dead body. So this is the victim, the mask. What is with his gaudy outfit? It's even louder than yours, Edgeworth. Saplings unite! You don't know about Mask the Mask? A few months ago, this thief caused a lot of havoc on the populace. So this thief is separate from the Yatigarasu. I thought they were for a while because their MO and targets were different. The mask likes high values trinkets and jewels, and being gaudy is his signature. Gumshoe was in charge of that investigation, so he'd know more about the mask. That's alright, all I probably hear are tales of his failure anyways. You haven't changed a bit, I see. In any case, let's get started here, shall we? I won't rest until I'm affected every— okay. He loves to say the nook and crannies. Say holding. It looks like a piece of paper from a notepad. Oh, he was gonna steal the statue? It would appear that directions on how to reach this room were written by hand. There's something written on the back as well. I'd like you to steal the Prima statue in this room. What is that supposed to mean? Who writes a note to themselves like this? I had to guess from the text, it would say that this is actually a request from someone about what to steal. Just who is the person that requested the theft of the Prima statue? Ooh, could it be the other embassy ambassador? Could it be this guy? He requested him to steal it because he knows the statue that he has was fake. So he was like, let's steal the statue before the appraisal, the competition thing, so that I actually get the real one. Oh. There's not a single shred of fashion sense in the mask costume. This is so funny because that's the exact hat that I said was ugly in that a Persona 5 character wears when they transform. Well, at least I can appreciate the great effort he must have put into making it. You don't know? You can buy this costume almost anywhere now. It's being sold? Since when? Since around New Year's. The streets are practically flooded with them. Turns out the mask is a lot more popular than I thought he'd be. I can't believe that foolish fool would dress in fool's clothing to act foolishly. Haru, yes. I love Haru, but her outfit is so her persona outfit, so fucking ugly. I thought that the mask had quit the business. This guy, he's just a copycat using the name, a phony successor. He's just another petty thief. His real identity is an out-of-work guy by the name of Kashino. He's 29 and wanted on larceny charges. From his clothes and what he was carrying, we determined that this guy is the real mask, the second. Cause of death appears to be the loss of blood from the back of his head. Seems like he was struck with something very hard. In other words, he was bludgeoned to death. Was the statue the murder weapon? That's why it's moved since the picture? So this is the murder weapon in this case. There's blood on the blade. It's a rather sweeping sword, isn't it? Did you expect it's Steel Samurai's daddy's secondary weapon? I only call it his secondary because although he uses sword in most of his battle, it's his trusty samurai spirit he turns into a real fight. Yeah, did we ask Edward? You sure know quite a bit about the Steel Samurai. It's only because I saw the stage show earlier. The owner of this sword is the Steel Samurai, or in other words, Larry. I should probably ask him about it, as detrimental as it is to proving him innocent. Alright, I suppose this was the wrapping cloth the mask used to carry his stolen goods. There's nothing wrapped in it now. I guess he never did manage to get his hands on whatever he was out to steal. If it's solid gold, it must be really heavy, the statue. Okay, we need to show Larry some stuff. Larry, about the samurai sword that was used as the murder weapon. Oh, that? Well, I shook hands with the ambassador in this room, you know. Yes, apparently you did. And well, I totally forgot about it and left it behind when I left afterward. You want to talk about shock? I was the most shocked of all when I heard it killed someone. Shock! You forgot to take something that big with you? Who would believe such a tale? Sorry, Miss Von Karma, but I believe him. Because if anyone could forget something like that, it would be Larry. Edgy, you believe me? I just knew that our friendship is something special. Anyways, even if Larry has simply forgotten the sword and left it behind, that in nowhere clears his name. Which means that I will have to prove his innocence from a different angle. Okay. Let me save. There's something here I need to deduce. And I think we have to deduce that the statue is facing the wrong direction. Nope, that's not right. Then is this the knife? Can't be the knife. Wait, what is the text on this again? Some evidence that points something out about a spear. What? What is he saying? This one? Let me try something. It's a different spear that he drew. Oh my god, it was right! Let me fucking reload. That's so fucking silly. Larry, about this spear. Oh, are you feeling it? I thought there was something strange about this spear. Tell me, Larry, is it just me or is the spear a little bit bent? Oh, I thought it was supposed to be like that. Well, no way! It's exactly as it should be, yo. I have here the autograph you wrote for me earlier. Now take a look at this, which you drew with your own 2 hands. You can clearly see that the spear is of a different shade. What do you have to say to that? I'm sorry! When I hold the spear in my hands, all of a sudden I feel super powerful. And then during practice, I was spinning it around and around, and bam! It hit the wall! You unbelievable. This is an embassy! But I've always been like that ever since I was a kid. Once I'm on an overnight field trip, I bought a fake sword and played with it late that night. I'm just a useless, hot-blooded man! Larry, clarify that for me, will you? Okay, so it was some field trip and I began to shadow fight with myself. No, not that. I meant that what you said earlier about spinning the spear and hitting the wall. Oh, that is no biggie. It's not like I left a hole or anything. That's not what I'm asking, Larry. The samurai spear is made of metal. I somehow doubt that was a move as simple as spinning it around would cause it to bend. Man, Edgy, you're so naive. What? Where did that come from? Well, you keep calling it the samurai spear, but it's not real. You can't really fight someone with it. Because it's hollow on the inside. Not Edgeworth thinking that's a real spear. Oh. You could hit it against practically anything and it would bend. Is that right? Don't tell me you thought it was real? Oh, but don't take it the wrong way. I just think that part of your personality is very cute. I see. Your friendship truly is something special, Miles Edgeworth. What are you implying, Francisca? It's not friendship, it's utter humiliation. It's hollow. What are we supposed to do now? Deducing time? There's nothing to deduce. We talk to Larry again. We present stuff to him. Ask him about the picture. Oh hey, it's the Steel Samurai! I want you to answer this for me, Larry, and depending on the answer, I may let you live. The Steel Samurai that was up there on that stage, was that really you? Yep, sure was. Larry, you ruined his childhood. Steel Samurai Sushi Slash. I was moved at the performance of this man. This completely useless, worthless bum. I fear I may never recover from this. You ruined the whole series for him. Oh. Okay. Hey, that's an official Steel Samurai weapon. Huh? What? You want me to do it? Oh, you have no idea how many fans asked that of me. What are you prattling on about? Steel Samurai Sushi Slash. How was that? I bet it sent shivers up your spine. Let myself get caught up in being a spectator. How could I have failed myself? Okay, so this can't be the weapon, because if it's a prop weapon, it's probably hollow. Every time he watches the show, he'll think about Larry. Yeah, that's what the show is ruined for him. It's so funny. So that can't be the murder weapon. I still think he hit his head on the statue or something. And that's why the statue is moved. Oh, I can deduce here. Okay, this is where I deduce. Let me save. Statue facing different direction in the picture. There we go. Look at this photo and tell me what you find odd about this scene, Miss Von Karma. The apparent joy on the ambassador's face as he shakes that top-knot's hand. That's not it. I was trying to point out that the statue in this photo is facing a different way. You're right. The statue is a national treasure. As such, only an ambassador or a secretariat level person is allowed to handle it. The fact that the statue is facing one way in this photo, now it's facing a different direction, is proof that someone touched the statue around the time of the crime. I guess that wraps up about my investigation. That's... Ah! Yo, Pink Princess, how you're feeling? Still feeling ill? Guys, what if it's the old lady in the Pink Princess costume? And yet another strange character comes out of the woodwork. And so the Pink Princess also comes to pay the Alabastian Embassy a visit. I believe I need to speak with her as well. Oh no, it's gonna be Wendy Oldbag. It's absolutely gonna be Wendy Oldbag. There's no way! I have a very bad feeling. Please not be her. Oh, I didn't mean to press that. I wanted to look at my evidence. I forgot to read the updated. Signs of... Okay, yeah. Okay. Alright. Here we go. Miss Pink Princess, I have a few questions I'd like to ask you. Wow, it really isn't Edgeworth's night, huh? This must be what they call fate. Her boobs! How could this happen 2 days in a row? What the? Aren't you Miss Oldbag? Why are you surprised? Ah, so you're the one that got to play the Steel Samurai. It's too bad I didn't realize that until now. your acquaintances with Larry? Why, yes, we worked at the same company for a little while, you know? That's why it's okay, my Poo. You don't need to be jealous. I was in the next room, you know, trying to get in some beauty sleep. It was so noisy here that I couldn't fall asleep. Came over to complain. Oh, she's gonna give some really fucked up testimony again. So imagine my shock when I saw my precious Poo waiting here for me. I mean, who could have imagined that you would ever come to a show like this? I guess I misjudged you, Poo. You misjudged him? I thought he was trying to avoid me, you know? There was no misjudgment on your part. That's precisely what I was trying to do. But it looks like the winds have shifted and he's now willing to be chased after. I'm simply overwhelmed. Don't you worry, Poo. I'll chase you forever to the ends of the earth. Isn't that just peachy? This is one of the rare times when Francisca and I actually see eye to eye. Now then, what are you doing here? I thought you were working at Gay Waterland as the Pink Badger. What are you talking about? That was ages ago, girl. That was 2 days ago. That was... Oh wait, that was yesterday! Look, I worked at Global Studios before a long time ago, right? Well, they called me up this morning, kind of out of the blue, actually. They called you? Apparently, the girl who plays the Pink Princess collapsed from a bad cold. Oh, not Mindy. It happened so suddenly, so they called me in to be her last-minute replacement. Do they not have enough people on staff at the studio? Oh, Edgeworth, in this economy? Oh, you'd be surprised. I really couldn't say no, so here I am, playing the role of the heroine. Instead of that Mindy girl, I mean. The poor girl, I feel bad for her because they let me stay. What? Oh, oh, there she goes. You're a rather lively old lady. So basically, you received a stand-in request this morning, correct? You got it. If you need to see it, I got it right here. Look. Appears that she is telling the truth. Why is this important? I'll tell you, my fine acting moved the entire audience to tears. Yes, tears of laughter, as I recall. But being famous has its problems too, you know. Here, take a look at this. It's a letter from a stalker. Nope, this is written by Larry to Mindy. His handwriting's so bad that Mindy looks like Wendy. Oh my god. I was just taking my break when I found this stuck under the door to my room. Honestly, you really have to watch out for these kind of things. Look at what it says. With a Wendy with an E. With the mark on the E. I'll be descending on you from above tonight, your loving night. Oh, that's why he got through the... God, Larry, that's so creepy. Jesus. How absolutely revolting. I mean, you'd think he would get my name right. There's no accent in my name. Wait, this horrible handwriting. Where have I seen this before? But now that you're here, Poo, I feel 100% safe. I mean, where do I factor into this? You'd bust down that evil stalker man for my sake, wouldn't you? Oh, girl, he can't bust down nobody. Well, if you allow me the liberty to handle this in my own way, I'll gladly dispatch a detective to your house later. Yeah, I'll get Gumshoe to do it. Oh, come on, Poo. Stop being so dismissive and playing hard to get. What were you doing at the time of the crime? What crime? What? After the show was over, I had nothing but free time on my hands, so I used the fireplace in the room next door to keep my bad hip warm. Oh, Larry was going down into her room, but couldn't because the fireplace was on. Which proves that he was not coming into this room because the fireplace was off in this room. It wasn't used for a while. Well, a murder occurred in this room right next to yours. Is that right? Oh, I'm so scared. Hold me.
Hold it.
Hold it. If you could please not cling to my personage. In any case, I take it then that you failed to show up at the Ambassador Alba's speech? Oh, that? No, I didn't go. I mean, I may have had the heart of a young tender maiden, but my body just refuses to cooperate at times. As soon as the show ended, my hips started acting up and got stiff. I couldn't move at all. Oh my god. Relatable. Can you provide proof of your condition? Oh, you just go ahead and ask the doctors in the infirmary. She's just like me for real. They're the ones who carried me from the theater all the way to this embassy. I have to admit, the thought of her not being able to leave that room is rather pleasant. Break her hip right now so she doesn't get in our way anymore. Puppy! Prosecutor Von Karma, I brought the police dog as you requested, sir. Good work. You may leave now, officer. This dog. I requested assistance of a dog in our search for the Yatik Rasu. Looks like you guys have some pretty bright dogs in this country. He's barking at Detective Bad. The dog is so funny! Oh, what a funny looking dog. Hey, you're a real cutie, aren't you? Yeah, that's a good boy. That's the police dog Gumshoe's been taking care of. Aw, I think its name is Miss... Oh, that's right! Missile! What a fitting name for a police dog. Isn't that the dog name in the Ghost Trick game too? What a fitting name for a police dog to dash out in front of the tags. That action alone is exactly what's going to solve this case for us, you know. Now, Missile, I want you to find some clues. Go! Yeah, yippee! Oh! You found something. Good dog, you really are quite bright, aren't you? Unlike a certain someone I know. Now, what do we have here? A hot dog! What is this? It looks like a small hot dog, but... Wait, Francisca, isn't that an official samurai dog? No, bad Missile! He ate it. I wonder if it's alright for him to eat that. Wait. Just like evidence. It's just a meat substance snack featuring a steel samurai. I'm sure he'll be fine. Quite a bit of information you gathered there in a single quick glance. We really should be focusing on why there was a samurai dog there in the first place. It looks like the snack wasn't all Missile found. Oh, and what do we have here? These ladies' undershirt. I wonder if Ambassador Alba might have an interest in cross-dressing? I don't know about that. I somehow doubt that. It doesn't look like the shirt Woody adds fucking Wendy's. A samurai dog in a lady's undershirt. What are these two items doing in a room like this? Given the circumstances, the lady's undershirt could only belong to one person. Suppose I should get this over with and ask the owner of said undershirt about it. No, I have to talk to her. Hi, Missile! He's a much bigger help than I thought he would be. Yes, however, there are a few aspects I don't understand about what he found. Okay, so wait, let me see the text for the fireplace again. It says it hasn't been used. It's been used. I don't think it's been used. Okay. Proof, clear proof that Larry was not coming into this room. If you could please take a look at this brown colored undershirt. That's brown to you, Edward? Oh, Edgy, but what is the meaning of this? Huh? Why did you steal that thing from my bags? All you had to do was ask and I would have gladly given you as many as you'd like. Thanks, but no thanks. This search was found here at the crime scene. What? Come on now, why don't you just confess and explain what's doing here? I know nothing! Nothing, I tell you! What? Well, I meant I used the fireplace to dry that shirt. But I can't really help the fact that I had to, you know? The fireplace can flip around! It's a secret entrance to the other room, is it not? And on top of that, I get fingered as a suspect. Weird phrasing, okay? You're too cruel, Edgy Poo. Are you claiming that you never once set foot inside this room? Of course I am. If I had been the one to find the body, do you think I'd be calm as relaxed as I am? I tell you... Okay, well, there she goes. Why did she just ask us to marry her? Oh, Wendy. Oof. I don't believe she's lying about her actions, so I can safely assume she really was drying her shirt by the fireplace. And somehow, the undershirt managed to move from the next room into this one. I assume the samurai dog was also yours? Ah, that brilliant mind of yours? You really can't see through everything about me. That samurai dog was yours, wasn't it? Oh, of course. I'm forever yours, my itchy wedgie poo. That's not what I asked. You gotta stick to what I ask you. Edgy, are you a Miss Oldbag? No! You really don't change, you. When will you learn how to take a joke? Anyways, that samurai dog wasn't mine. Those things are a present from the studio to the embassy. A present? The studio bigwigs basically told us to play delivery boys. We were supposed to hand the dogs off to the embassy people and tell them hi. I had to pile them all into a pushcart just to move them all. Those studio guys should have delivered those things by themselves, right, Edgy? So did you deliver the samurai dogs to the embassy staff as per your instructions? Hey, Edgy, don't just ignore me and my question. Aren't you going to stick up for me? About that. See, after the show, I went to rest a spell in the dressing room because of my bad hip, you know. And there they were. The samurai dogs were just sitting on the dressing room floor. I suppose you had to make preparations for distributing them after the show. Well, if by preparation you mean sampling them as well. Excuse me? Oh, I tried one. Thought they were actually quite good. Sorry, but I just had to find out. I know it was silly of me to think this, but I figured that since they're for a kids show, their taste was probably for kids too. They were so good that I couldn't stop. When I went back to my room, I just had to help myself to half a dozen or so boxes. As I sat there by the roaring fire, warming them and eating them, I thought, this is... what is it now? Oh, I know. I bet you want a box too, don't you? Well, what am I saying? Who am I to say no to you? But I'll only give you one. The rest are all for me. What did I miss? Oh, I missed me realizing that the fireplace has like a hidden switch or something that can flip around to the other room. And that's how her shirt ended up in this room. Looks like the lesson for today is that when the steel samurai and the pink princess take off their masks, they transform to a pair of annoying ass troublemakers. Annoying bitches. Alright, I think it is time to deduce some stuff about the fireplace. No, I didn't mean to talk to you. Sorry. Let me save. These two first? There we go. There's no trace of this room's fireplace being used, and you're... Oh fuck, this scared me. There's a ladybug on my monitor. Hello, can you go away? Can you leave? Can you leave? Eric, I'm on my finger. Oh, there you go. Okay, I'm putting you on the windowsill. Ugh. Okay, he's gone. Where was I? Smoke was supposedly pouring out of the chimney connected to this fireplace. At least according to Larry, this is a contradiction of facts, is it not? Are you sure he wasn't just disoriented or something up on that roof? There is testimony from an investigator that puts Larry at this particular chimney. So no, I don't think it was a mistaken impression on Larry's part. On the other hand, the fireplace in the next room was being used at the time. Where do you suppose the smoke from that fireplace went? Oh, I see. So what you're proposing is this. The smoke that came out of the chimney was actually from Miss Oldback's fire. So basically, the fireplaces of neighboring rooms share one chimney. Is that what you're trying to imply? Yes, and the fireplaces can flip and go to the other. That's probably the same in the room where the fire occurred too. And that's how the guy, like that Kay saw, got away or something. I don't know. Precisely. The ladies understood that Miss Hall found. Why are you getting all excited over holding onto a lady's undergarment? Relax, it's just a shirt. Miles Edgeworth, you uncouth sea slug! If you know the owner of said undershirt, then hurry up and return it to her already! You have it all wrong! This is evidence! He wants to wear it. Yeah, it matches his outfit. And the owner of this piece of evidence was in the room next door. And yet, despite that, Miss Hall found it in the fireplace of this room. This lady's undershirt, are you seriously claiming that it somehow passed through a solid brick wall? Not quite. The fireplace in this room is connected to a chimney. The other fireplace in the other room is also connected to the same chimney, leading us to the possibility that the two fireplaces are connected to each other. Perhaps a closer look at the back of the fireplace is in order. Oh, there's an X! There's an X on the back of the wall of the fireplace. Let's see if I can get a better look at it. Oh, see? What in the world? The wall separating this room's fireplace from next room's fireplace apparently turns. As I suspected, this fireplace does indeed connect this room to the neighboring room. The neighboring room? There appears to be nothing particular about the next room, but the fact that there is nothing special about the next room isn't what's important. It's the fact that there's a secret passageway through this room's fireplace. We now know that a fireplace connects the two rooms, but how exactly is that significant? You aren't going to suddenly name the old lady as the masked killer now, are you? No, she couldn't move at all because of her stiff hip. So she could not have been the one. Unfortunately, I believe this fireplace has nothing whatsoever to do with the masked murder. Okay, so that was for nothing. That was just for later in the other room. It would appear that the answer has made itself known. You're making quite a confident face there, Mr. Prosecutor. Bring it on. I'm ready to counter any argument you may have. Very well then, if you are prepared, I'll show you exactly where my deductions have led me. Good, I'm counting on you, Edgy! I'm not doing this for you, Larry. Leave it to me, Larry. My first attack will be to expose your lie for what it really is. My lie? I know that there is still something you are keeping from the rest of us. What's wrong with you? Why is it you will never believe me, no matter what I say, Edgy? Curse you! Fuck you! I should just hurry up and die already if that's how it's gonna be. I'll confess to every murder in the whole world and then kill. Oh my god, Larry! And throw everything into mass confusion. Ah, you made some wonderful friends as a child, I see. Larry, I only have one thing to say to you. Even if you make that face at me, it's no use. A man who is ready to die is strong-willed, you know. Larry, it doesn't matter what sort of harebrained trouble you've caused. I only ask that you do not lie to me. You caused an innocent person to be judged unfairly because of some insipid lie. I will never forgive you. Edgy. Although allow me to say that I consider you to be among the innocent in this case. And that I will draw the real killer out. You can trust me on this. Alright, this time I'll tell you the whole truth, okay? What happened and what didn't happen. That works. Just what happened will do. Now then, if you would please testify as to what you did up on the roof tonight. Oh my god. Oh, here we go. This is gonna be a piece of work. I need to take a big sip of water before this. After the show, I left the pushcart in the rose garden and came into the embassy. Then they took a picture of me shaking hands with the ambassador. After that, and until my next appearance, I had some free time, so I wandered around. That's when I spotted a chimney. A chimney like that is a rare thing, you know? But I wanted to play Santa and decided to give it a try. Oh, his lie that he's not telling us is the fact that he's not trying to be Santa. He's just trying to go into the room of Mindy, which is a crime. Larry, I thought I just finished telling you not to lie anymore. But it's kind of ultra embarrassing. And what exactly is so ultra embarrassing that you can't tell me? Edgy, man, I just said it was embarrassing, so of course I can't just blurt it out. You're just gonna have to reason it out of me. He really wants me to do the work, man. Oh my god. As your superior, I command you to hurry up and expose this man's lie. I have every intention to, for I'm not about to let us waste time on such a trifling matter. This truly is the most trifling matter to waste time on. He's pissing me off, guys.
Hold it!
You left the pushcart? Could you please clarify that statement for me? Yeah, so the wheels on the pushcart got covered in dirt from the rose garden and would have made a mess of the floor inside, so Ambassador Alba said to just leave it. Well, it would be rather impolite to dirty another country. He left his baby in the garden? Come to think of it, I recall seeing the pink princess on my way to the embassy. What was she doing? Nothing in particular, because she was being carried by some docs on a stretcher. Yeah, she must have been incapacitated. Is that how you pronounce that word? By the pain of her bad hip that she suffered during the show. So I came into the embassy, right? And then they took a picture of me shaking hands with the ambassador. So you shook hands with the ambassador of the Kingdom of Alpahas, did you? Yeah, can you believe it? I did something really cool for a change. But honestly speaking, there's nothing interesting about shaking some guy's hand. Hey there, are you disrespecting another country in their very own embassy? As someone with the roots in this country, I'm feeling nothing but incredible shame at this second. Agreed, I apologize for his inconsiderate words. Now, Larry, please continue. What is with all of you? You keep saying that kind of thing and I tell you only lies. You're already telling us nothing but lies, so let it go and move on. Okay, you don't need to glare at me like that. God, I hate him.
Hold it.
And I want you to listen very carefully and take this to heart. The whole point of your life is to cause misery and pain to everyone you. Oh god! Oh my god! What the fuck is? Your life is. Oh my god! Your life sucks. I know, I get it. I'm totally the bad guy again. I thought you were his friend. Don't you think that was a bit harsh? Damn, even Lang was like, oh, chill out, dude. With friends like that, who needs enemies? No, for real. Like, Edward is Larry's biggest hater. Hangzi says, true friends are bosom friends. If you are in trouble, call your bosom friend and whose shoulder you can truly cry on. Hey, bosom buddy, I hope you're listening carefully to my testimony. Has it crossed your pea-sized brain yet that Agent Lang is only out to arrest you, Larry? Now then, you were wandering around inside the embassy and then what happened? That's when I spotted the chimney. Chimney like that's a rare thing, you know.
Hold it.
Should hardly think that chimneys are that rare. Agreed, especially since they're a traditional feature of American houses. Plus, many grand buildings have even larger and fancier chimneys. Yeah, well, the kind of chimney I'm talking about is the really romantic type. Yeah, the chimney of the room of the girl you like. I sound kind of silly, but women seem to really enjoy them, and I just had a good feeling about that chimney. God, he's so weird. Why is he like this? You suddenly wanted to play Santa? Oh well, actually I dressed up as Santa once before already. I was down in Gourd Lake. Oh, I appreciate if you didn't dredge up the unnecessary memories for me. Oh, that was that's the fucking DL6. Sounds like you guys share a lot of history, a perk to being childhood friends, huh? Besides, it's not a felony to dress up and play Santa, you know. Santa doesn't go around killing people after he comes down a family's chimney, after all. Actually, is it worth delving into whether or not playing Santa was a big deal? It is a big deal! Hang on, let me save. Actually, I believe in this case, in case of this man, playing Santa is actually quite a big deal. Are you saying that your buddy isn't exactly made of Santa quality stuff? Precisely, you hit the nail on the head, Agent Lang. Hey, Edgy, that's so incredibly mean! He literally just said something even meaner earlier. Tell me something, Larry. Did you know that Santa's job is to deliver presents to people all over the world? Of course I know that! I did graduate from junior high! In that case, it's your turn to tell me something. I want you to tell me to whom you were delivering a present to. Delivering a present to a child not basking in the warm glow of love.
Objection!
That must be the most elegant description of you I've ever heard, but a lie is still a lie. You sure know how to kick a die when he's down, you know that? In any case, the person you wish to deliver a present unto was most certainly this. It's the old lady. Interesting taste you have there, Mr. Suspect. Don't spread lies about me. I totally didn't want to see Miss Olbeck so much that I tried to go down a chimney. I advise you stop right there in your bashing of a lady. Well, I must admit that I myself hardly ever want to run into that lady. However, what if you were misinformed and under the wrong impression? Then what? Fine, wrong impression. I simply mean that the man before you thought to enter the old lady's room without knowing one very important fact. That fact is the fact that she's been replaced.
Take that!
This is something the old lady received from her employer for the night. The girl who normally plays the princess, Mindy, was it again? It seems that this man is quite taken with that actress. That's not true, Edgy. She's the one with the hots for me. I just know it. Oh, you know what? I bet she's not even sick. I bet she called in sick just to get out from seeing him. I can feel her sexy beam pierce my heart when she's watching me. You filthy, despicable, inconsiderate, fickle, idiotic, cowardly apparition of a man. Yeah, whip him. Get his ass. You haven't matured at all since we last met. Hey, Mr. Prosecutor. Yes? This guy, he's got bigger problems than just getting involved in murders, I take it. You get it. I suppose you could put it that way. Hey, what the heck? I don't get you guys at all. Why do you all have to make me out to be some sort of bad guy? It's because you are. To return to the original topic, I propose that at least as much has been made clear. Without any knowledge that Miss Mindy had fallen ill, Larry tried to make his way into the Pink Princess's room. That much we know for sure. Hey, Edgy, looks like I've got the hang of this court thing now. But we're not in court at the moment. Shut up! I see what's going on here. It looks just like what you do in court. I guess Old Boy here still has something he'd like to say. Longzu says, until the root of the tongue dries, one never knows the whole truth. You shouldn't form conclusions until everything is out in the open, which is why I'll listen. Alright, then get ready to listen to me defeat Edgy in a battle of wits. Larry, have you forgotten that should I lose, your victory prize will be your arrest? That's right, Larry, I'm trying to help you! So fucking stupid. So you think that all I wanted to do was to go visit Mindy? Well, I dressed up as Santa and climbed up to the chimney, but the smoke was really thick. You didn't dress up as Santa? Oh my god, I'm gonna kill him. I'm gonna kill him. I'm gonna kill him. It was a case of mistaken identity, and that mistake made me late for the speech. And then to top it all off, I became a suspect in the murder. That's what you really meant. But why would I ever put myself through so much humiliation on purpose? Oh my god. Hey, say something! There, are you seriously trying to submit this not as a confession, but as a testimony? So what if I am? Is there something wrong with that? My claim is a claim. Claiming my claim. Do you have a problem? So it was you! You're my stalker. But I should warn you, it doesn't matter what kind of flattery you throw at me. I'm the devoted type. Okay, yeah, there she goes. I'm so inspired. You're such an inconsiderate, cowardly, idiotic, and all-around completely worthless man. And I heard something ominous just now, but perhaps it was just my imagination. I believe there's nothing further for me to prove at this point. What do you mean? Of course you still got something to prove. Something to show some proof that I was trying to meet up with Mindy. Proof, you say? Remember, Edgy? Everything is evidence in court, right? We're not even in court! You mean evidence is everything in court, Larry, but I understand your point. Yeah, see? I'm totally a pro at this. Very well, if you wish to see the evidence, let me show you the last piece of evidence you'll ever wish to see. Please let it go. I don't ever want to see. Every time I see this guy, I'm just like, oh, I fear the headache is coming up. I'm not exactly sure which one should I present the love letter on, so I'm gonna press this just to see. This is the final point you wish to make? You got it. I called on all the energy I have and told you. Okay, in that case, allow you to take us and break it. Okay.
Hold it.
Not quite sure how you could mistake the actress for this lady. Oh, are you staring at me? Are you finally succumbing to my feminine charms? I should think that the Steel Samurai is the one who should know all about your charms. What, me? Edgy? What are you trying to do to me? Nothing. Simply that the Steel Samurai and the Pink Princess are husband and wife. Oh, is my poor little Edgy Poo jealous? If you could please drop that line of discussion right this instant. Speaking of Mindy, exactly what kind of woman would you say she is? Are you seriously telling me you don't know who the Mindy is? It's just like what her name means. She's super sweet with a great smile. I don't mean to brag, but she's one of the troupe's fastest rising stars. Interesting. Ha, so you're saying a woman like that is what made you so late to the speech? Huh? Curse you two, why is everyone out to make me a suspect? Look, all I can say is this. I was late to the speech. Okay. Well, I think... Let me try this. Well, I've been saying that for a while. After all, if not for that, then for what other reason did you wish to go down that chimney? Can't say that without any evidence. Thanks for keeping the prosecutor in line for me, Mr. Suspect. I have the evidence. If you wish to see it, I can introduce you to... Okay, so I think this is one of the times where I literally can present on any statement and it would work. But let me save just in case. Larry, you had your chance. Yeah. God, why is he so fucking difficult every single time?
Objection.
Yeah. There we go. Larry, don't even think about denying that you have knowledge of this letter. Hey, why are you showing that thing to me? Wendy, I'll be descending on you from above tonight, your loving knight. Well, isn't that just romantic? But you weren't able to descend on her from above, were you, Mr. Loving Knight? I have no idea what you're talking about. I don't remember a thing. You can pretend to be ignorant all you like, but it's written right here. This letter proves that you were not out to meet the old lady, rather that you were attempting to pay Miss Mindy a visit. What part of this? What did he say? Part of this letter shows the person intended it was Mindy. Oh, obviously the name Mindy.
Take that.
Larry, I suggest you take a penmanship lessons. That is, if you never wish to experience this level of embarrassment ever again. Like, what What are you talking about? Speak English! He wrote Mindy so sloppily that it became windy to the average eye. Hey, stop picking on me. It's so embarrassing! Larry, I think the only person embarrassing yourself is you. Is you yourself. Not even I have that horrible handwriting. There, isn't that what childhood friends are for? They're the best, aren't they? For punching? But that will have to wait until we're off of this crime scene. Who asked you? Edgy, save me from the scary man! Sure, if you're willing to make amends, starting with your incredibly embarrassing mistake. That wasn't me! Come again? It's a fake! Someone's out to get me, so they made that fake letter to set me up! Oh my god. Oh my god. Accept your defeat graciously, but you guys are being so mean. Penmanship analysis? What's that? No matter who, all people have certain unique features to their handwriting. Ergo, all we have to do is compare the handwriting in this letter to a sample of your sample of yours. And we'll know soon enough who it was that sent this letter. You know, if it was actually somebody else that killed this dude, like, they would have been gone by this point. If Miss Callisto Yu was here, she would have been gone. I'll never write another thing in my life. It's no use, Mr. Loving Knight, for you already graciously provided me a I see! I knew we were gonna do handwriting analysis!
Take that!
This autograph in our mysterious letter, if we compare the handwriting, we'll know the answer to our questions soon enough. Confess now, Larry, you miserable failure! I'm sorry! I didn't. It was me causing trouble again. I admit it. You hit the nail right on the head, Edgy. So he finally confesses. I saw the pink princess being carried out in the stretcher and got worried, alright? I wanted to go into Minnie's room, but the doctors wouldn't let me in. He's gonna kill me. He's gonna kill me. Ugh. So what choice did I have? It was the chimney or bust, Edgy. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. Your mind jumped from the door to the chimney? What a criminally overreactive imagination. Well, at least I was honest and wrote Minnie a letter and stuck it under the door. That way she wouldn't be so shocked when I came down through the chimney. What is actually wrong with this dude? Except for the fact that the letter was an utter failure at conveying said sentiment. I'm really, really sorry. Larry, you may be a shameful, good-for-nothing blight on the face of your... Edward doesn't like... He doesn't hold back. However, I always knew you weren't the killer. I told you to trust me because at the very least I can attest to that about you. Edgy, you're... We lost a lot of valuable time because of you! Get his ass from me, Francisca, please. I'm sick of him. In any case, I believe we can say that we now know exactly what happened. Mr. Larry Budd sought to climb down the chimney, not for access to the crime scene, but to enter the room of the elderly lady next door. Great job, Mr. Oh yeah, good. You know, we still haven't proved that he didn't kill this guy, honestly. Although I still find it a bit unbelievable that the two of you are friends. Put the suspicions on that guy over there. Isn't completely resolved yet, so don't get any funny ideas about running off, okay? Hey, what? Gee, what does the Wolfman mean when he says I'm not off the hook yet? He means the murder weapon. Larry, did you forget? There are 2 layers of suspicion hanging over your head. Oh, easy! The murder weapon can't be the sword because it's hollow. That's exactly what I mean. We can only rely on the words of the suspect after all. We may have figured out where he was and what he was doing all night, but the blood-stained samurai sword that was left at the crime scene? As long as there is no satisfactory explanation for that, this wolf will refuse to ease up on his bite. Edgy, that guy, he looks like he's seriously about to take a bite out of me. Good! I hope you get eaten by a werewolf. I'm well aware, and you should be as well, that this upcoming battle will be crucial. Thanks to the cooperation of our lovely bumbler, I've been dealt with a very nice hand and a sweet trump card. Looks like we're about to enter the final bout. Now, Mr. Prosecutor, let's see what you've got. You can easily point out the contradiction in the supposed murder weapon, but the real problem for me is figuring out what the real murder weapon is. It's the statue! This will be a high-stakes gamble. This one's one game I can't afford to lose. Ooh. You know, like, after Larry, I'm so glad to be arguing with this dude. I was the one who found the body of the victim. Besides him was the samurai sword, glittering red and offering up the scent of blood. It was supposed to be in the Steel Samurai's dressing room, but I found it here instead. Plus, I found the murder weapon's owner, the suspect, Larry Butts, in here too. A bit far-fetched to accuse someone simply on the basis of ownership, but this owner wanted to sneak into the crime scene. I think that's plenty to go on, don't you? If you're alluding to his reason for being behind the chimney, we've already established that. Hold on there, Mr. Prosecutor. You two are longtime friends, right? Who's to say you didn't fabricate the evidence to give him an alibi? That's actually a good point. You're accusing me of fabricating evidence? Oh, that's a sensitive point for Edgeworth. You think I can believe anything you produce? Forging evidence is all you prosecutors do. Oh, I forgot this man is like discriminatory against prosecutors. But come on, I can't think of something as complicated as that, right, Edgy? Larry, I can't agree well because I know you and your personality well. Also, Larry, can you just shut the hell up? We're not helping! However, Agent Lang knows nothing about you, or me for that matter. I sense his hatred for my entire profession emanating from his entire being. Meaning that the only way I can prove Larry's innocence is to present irrefutable evidence. Larry will be the worst murderer ever. He would. I was the one who found the body. Okay, let me just press on every statement. So you were the first to discover the body this time. This time? What's that supposed to mean? You better watch what you say. I only said this time because earlier Kay was the first to discover the body. And your secretary, Agent Sheena, was ready to accuse her of murder for that. So you're going to use that as an excuse to call me suspicious now? Of course not. I was simply pointing out the unusual pattern with discoverers of bodies. But in Babbley's case, there was proof that she was holding the weapon, right? Well, in this one, it was a bit different since we know exactly where the weapon is.
Hold it!
He be the one that murdered someone in front of everyone in Among Us? Oh, yeah. Excuse me, but glittering red and offering up the scent of blood? Do I have to spell it out for you? I mean, the sight and smell of blood, of course. And according to the test, the blood on the sword belongs to the victim. The sword was made only to be used on stage, so it's not sharp, but it is pretty weighty. It's certainly heavy enough to beat someone to death. Is it? I thought it was hollow. Which leads me to suspect that the victim was beaten to death with a sword. Beaten to death, huh? This last statement is too important to just let it slip by. Wait a second. Beaten to death. Wait, we don't have a picture of the dead body for this guy. I don't know if he was actually beaten to death. Okay, besides him was the samurai sword covering him.
Hold it!
About the samurai sword, have you received a report from forensics yet? They confirmed that the blood belongs to the victim, alright, but have they confirmed that the outline of his wound is consistent with the weapon? Tell me something, do you see that dead body right there in front of you? So, if they were conducting the autopsy right now, shouldn't that body not be here? Well, Asian Lei is already sick of us too. Yeah, it's possible he doesn't know about that piece of evidence's true nature. Oh yeah, he doesn't know. See, he doesn't know. They did mention the cause of death was a bludgeoning weapon. Okay. I still think he hit his head on the statue or something. Okay, yeah, so he doesn't know that the sword is hollow. Anything else you'd like to chit-chat about? No? Good, let's continue. Okay, I think we present the sword, or no, the spear.
Objection!
Okay, yes, yes. I'm so smart today. Wow. Do you know what this is, Agent Lang? It's a long spear, right? We used to use those a lot in my country a long time ago. Piercing, mowing people down, spears are the weapon of heroes throughout history. It's the next most effective weapon after the whip. I don't know about that. I don't know if the whip is an effective weapon. A brain cell recovered the juice. I didn't head to bed. Thanks for the stream. Good night. Thank you so much for sticking around tonight, Akia Coblin. Hope you have a great night. I'll let you know what happens for the rest of this today on Wednesday, probably. I think the whip is in a slightly different category. So what's your point? Are you going to tell me that the spear is the real weapon? No, I simply want you to take a look at this section here. The way it's bent? Precisely. Apparently, a certain troublemaker hid it against the wall in this embassy earlier. As you can clearly see, the insides of the steel samurai weapons are hollow. You know, there should be a whip weapon class in Monster Hunter. Honestly, they could do a lot of cool things with whips. Like whips with like elemental like stuff on it, or like poison, you know? It's like a good status applier. Let alone the multiple strikes necessary to bludgeon someone to death. And yet there's not even a dent in the samurai sword. How do you explain that? Oh yeah. There's a noise in my room. The sword and the spear are made of the same stuff, so they bend easily, but I wish they'd make them out of better stuff because the spear got bent. I wasn't able to do my special early summer rain jab move. It's the ladybug. Man, I got such an earful from the director of the play for not doing it in the show. The Steel Samurai's special move was changed tonight because of him? Edgeworth, now is not the time. Is this relevant? Is this relevant later? That's more than enough of your whiny whimpering. Yeah, someone tape his mouth shut. Now back on our topic of the spear. Yeah, let's return to the real topic of discussion. This is where the real gamble begins. I don't have a real strategy per se. Learn from Phoenix Wright. So all I can do for now is let the chips fall where they may. Bluff your way through this! Using guesswork and taking risks in place of real logic is hardly the Von Karma way. It's neither smart nor very clever. But it has worked! For my boyfriend! As you know, like your father, I am not a genius prosecutor. Plus, I doubt his record of 40-year win streak will ever be broken. But perhaps it is for the best if it remains unbroken, for no one should have conceived of the notion to convict all defendants in the first place. What a foolish statement from a foolish fool who hates to lose. The job of a prosecutor to make sure that all defendants are found guilty in court. There's nothing more important in this world than a perfect victory. That may be your opinion, however, I don't believe that's all we are. As a prosecutor, what I pursue is not the perfect victory, but the perfect truth. And if that means that the bridge I must cross will crumble beneath my feet, then let it crumble as I walk on towards the truth. You're good at keeping me entertained, Mr. Prosecutor. But you know, humans are delicate creatures. The slightest bump and we expire. I'd like you to consider, if you will, the possibility that the sword was used in such a way that an attack killed Mr. Damask without bending it. I know Edgeworth was thinking, oh, do you want me to hit you on the head with a sword then? I know Edgeworth was thinking, I know he was thinking that. I think you know what to do here, right? And what you need, of course. I need evidence he can't even refute. Yeah, like a swift blow to the head. This is it. It's time to bring this to a close. It's possible to use the samurai sword to kill someone. And under these circumstances, it's the only logical conclusion. Let's prove your theory then. We searched the embassy top to bottom, but the victim's blood is only on that weapon, so isn't it only natural that suspicion would fall onto the owner of said weapon? But what if somebody wiped off the blood or something? How long do you intend to cling onto that preposterous theory? As long as I want, because we examined every corner within the walls of this embassy. There's no stone we've left unturned. We have managed to come up with only one logical conclusion. That the only place inside his embassy with the victim's blood on it is this sword. You left no stone unturned, is that a fact? If you got something to say, then say it in the only way as you respect, Mr. Prosecutor. Yes, of course. In that case, allow me to make it all crystal clear for you. It has something to do with the fact that the statue moved, probably.
Hold it.
May I inquire as to how you're able to make such a claim, Agent Lang? Long Zi says, capable of miracles beyond comprehension, a mysterious creature is man. Rather than man, it's Agent Lang's quotes that are getting increasingly incomprehensible. The human body is a mysterious thing, even with a toy-like sword. It's easy to kill a man if you just hit the right spot. Which is why I think it's possible to kill this thing without leaving a dent.
Hold it.
But we can only be sure one way or the other by seeing if the wound matches the sword. Why did the Coronet quote come to my mind? Which quote? As long as it's possible, I can proclaim it as much as I like.
Hold it.
But you must know that your conclusion is wrong. Given the circumstances I'm in, the only people I can trust are my subordinates. Oh, Turtle is human. Human is Doggo. Doggo is human. I don't know. I love her. Given the circumstances I'm in, the only people I can trust are my subordinates. Because they're much more trustworthy than a bunch than you prosecutors will ever be. And you call yourself a professional. You still don't see, do you, Mr. Prosecutor? You have to earn my trust. And the only way to do that is to show me proof of another possible murder weapon. What, the previous times I've run into you was enough to prove my abilities? Fuck you. Give him food like dogs. The only place where you could find blood was on the samurai sword? That's right, even with luminol. Means that there's no other possibilities outside of what I've already outlined. I'm gonna raise an objection, because I think I have to. If you believe that then there's no other door of possibility left to open. Then allow me to force one open for you. How do you plan to do that? By showing you what may possibly be the real murder weapon. Ha 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 ha. The real murder weapon? I hate to repeat myself, but my men have already searched every last inch of this embassy. They've concluded that nothing else could have been used as the weapon. Okay, well, could you have thought that your men is stupid? Knowing these facts, do you still want to press forward with your little hypothesis? Of course. Because it's not possible that your men inspected everything in their investigation. What are you talking about? I don't appreciate mind games, and I don't appreciate when people like you slander my men. not slandering them, I assure you. I'm merely pointing out that their investigative dragnet has a few holes in it. Namely, that there's something your men couldn't even lay a finger on. They can't touch the statue! They can't touch it because they don't have permission! I'll play along for now. This real weapon that killed, what exactly is it? Which not a single person has yet to touch.
Take that!
The national treasure of Alabas. You mean the Primiduc statue? Yes, and as you know, only the ambassador and his secretariat may touch it. Which I believe means that neither you nor your men were able to examine it, correct? You know very well that if we did that, there'd be an international incident between the Kingdom of Alabas and the Republic of Babel. The two countries' precarious relationship teeters in a balance over a stupid fight related to a sovereignty statue. But I'll be damned if I let something go unexamined. Agent Lang, if you could take a look at this. The direction of the statue is facing just before and after the crime are different. And there is only one conclusion I can draw from that. Go look for Ambassador Alba. Get him to give us the okay to examine the statue. Okay, if the old man says no, then we know the old man is sus as hell. He's most definitely trying to trick you. Shifu, please, let's be rational about this. No, not him barking again. Not him growling. Longzhi says, just go already. Shifu, yeah? I'm really sorry, sir, but I was unable to convince the ambassador. That old man sus! I was unable to obtain permission for us to examine the Primiduc statue. I see. Wait, then the investigation is at a standstill. Agent Lang, I will go and speak with the ambassador personally. Save your breath. He may act all weak and frail, but that old man's one tough cookie. But I guess you've got to be tough when you're representing a whole country, you know? Agent Lang, what do you want? Let's just hurry up and examine the statue already. Don't trust old people. Well, Chief, what about causing an international incident? Quiet. I'll take the fall if I have to later. You know, I'm really liking Lang. I really like him.
Hold it!
He's like, not my favorite, but you know, I can respect him. Maybe he isn't that bad after all. Yeah. Agent Lang, the hypothesis is mine, so if someone is to take responsibility, let it be me. Oh, Edgeworth. Damn, these two, stop flirting. Go rent a room in the embassy. He's way better than Larry, that's for sure, yeah. Responsibility, if we're going to talk in such heavy terms, maybe I should let you. Be a real problem for my men if something were to happen to me. Okay, never mind. I don't like him anymore. Alright then, let's talk and more investigating. If we want to know the truth, we can't stop here. Action must be taken. Agent Lee, I like to run a luminal... What test on the statue? What? Chemiluminescence test on the statue. A luminal test? Ah, good thinking. Statue is the murder weapon, then some of the victim's blood should be on it. Okay, let's get the forensics team in here. What did I say? Oh my god. Looks like you hit the jackpot, Mr. Prosecutor. I guess this means that this is the real weapon that killed the mask. Indeed. But I wouldn't celebrate yet if I were you. Maybe it's saliva. No, only blood reacts. We all know this, clearly. But I wouldn't celebrate yet if I were you. This doesn't let your friend off the hook. It doesn't prove that he didn't kill the mask, so the charge remains. We are hardly done examining this statue, Agent Lang. Knowing that this is the real weapon, I believe further examination is required. You think so? Okay then, knock yourself out. The shield on his back. I wonder if that's supposed to mean that his back is covered. Longzhi says those with a shield on their back deflect all enemies behind. I think he's making up these sayings. He said he's ready for any blindside attacks that may come his way. And you're like, there's really no need to attach overly complex meaning to such simple things. Ha, you didn't seem to get what I'm just saying, so I was just explaining it to you. The saying itself is what I was referring to when I said overly complex, you know. Oh! Big ass handprint, holy shit. Let me check his head first. No, come closer inspection. He really does look a lot like the Steel Samurai. Hey, maybe that's why they chose him to be the Goodwill Ambassador? I actually can't discredit that hypothesis. Or maybe the people at this embassy just really like the Steel Samurai. It's absolutely preposterous. Like, who would like this niche series that 5 people like? It's too high IQ of a series for regular people, clearly. I don't think it's that unlikely. We mustn't go around denouncing people's opinions on Gintama. And yeah, look at how easily you discredited mine. Not that I care why they chose him. Okay, we'll look at the big ass handprint. What do we have here? This dirty smudge. It looks like a handprint. It's a definitive bit of evidence like you doing under there. Looks like we've got some fingerprints to analyze. Worst case scenario, these prints belong to Larry. But it looks like it's too late for me to do anything about that now. Hey, forensics guy, I want the results on these fingerprints ASAP, you hear me? Agent Lang, I have the analysis results, sir. Good, and? Sir, about the prints we lifted from the bottom of the statue, well, you know, the victim of the murder in the Babylese embassy? The way I had a thought. I was like, what if it's him? Cause I thought it was ink stain. I thought it was an ink stain. And who else was smuggling ink? It was that guy. But that's... What's going on around here? No, that's impossible. Each primitive statue can only be handled by someone of that country. But by the very fact that Mr. Coachen's fingerprints are on this one, leads to me only one conclusion. The statue was switched! The thief actually did switch the statue or something. Impossible, it can't be. Larry never once set foot on Babylese soil, so he was free to go. However, this new piece of information only served to confuse us even further. The ringleader of a smuggling operation was killed with an alabaster knife in Babel. And Damask II was killed on Alabastian soil with Babel's national treasure. I really think Detective Bad killed Manny Coachin. And the mystery of the great thief Yatagrasu who visited both countries. The pieces were there, but I'd yet to see the big picture they were to form. Oh man, oh, I think I have to end it here today. Oh boy. Woo. Oh my god. Oh, not this picture. Oh god. It's getting so serious. It's getting so juicy. If we're hydrated, I think I'm gonna stop here today. And we'll finish the rest of this on Wednesday. Hopefully we can finish it on Wednesday. And then God, I have to buy the Zelda game. And then we'll play the Zelda game on Friday. Yippee! Alright. Thanks so much for sticking around the stream. Was a lot of reading, but we did it. We made it through half of the case, I believe. Next time I think we'll find out what really happened. What all the secrets, all the plot holes that we've been confused by. Alright. I hope Larry gets mugged. Yeah, me too. Honestly, me too. I don't remember him being this annoying in the Ace Attorney game. Maybe it's because I blocked those memories. Or maybe it's because Phoenix Wright deals with him much better. I don't know. Anyways, that'll be it for today. Hope everyone is the Edward Energy. Yeah. I hope everyone has a great night and a great week ahead of you. Tomorrow I'll be uploading 2 more vlogs from my Japan trip, so please look out for that on Coffee. And yeah, that's it. Hope everybody has. Thank you for the coffee link. Yeah, hope everybody has a great rest of the night. And I'll see you guys next time. Take care, guys. Make sure to drink water, get some rest. I'm personally very hungry, so I'm gonna go get some food. And yeah, bye bye. Take care. Bye bye.